history, which is said they do, but they don't. Alright? If you go back into history, right? The Gentiles.
Hey, Salakia, they go back in history, no, but they don't go back into the bitter history. They only go back to the sweet history.
Hey,
right?
Because hey, we talk about Jews, but what about Israel? Alright? Israel went into Assyria underneath Shalmaneser the Fifth in 722 BC, right? With King Hoshea. Alright? After that, you never heard about Israel again. When you go back into the Greeks or the Grecians, it always go back to Hellenes, a Greek-speaking Jew. Alright? From oh gosh, to the maths, from Judah and Israel, Judah and Israel, Judah and Israel. Jews, Gentiles, Jews, Greeks, Jews, Greeks. Come now, man. They never say Jews, Greeks, Elam, Moab, Ammon. Always Jews, Greeks. Go back into where the word Greek means. Gentiles. But hey, give me. That's something?
Yeah.
Alright. Somebody give me Acts 13:23.
Bring it out.
James 1:1. Go ahead.
This is
Matthew 1:21.
This is Psalms 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Wait, he showed his word unto who?
Unto Jacob.
You sure you ain't saying he saw it?
Jacob.
Elam.
Jacob.
Now by Ishmael.
Jacob.
Jacob. Right? Go ahead.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Elam.
Israel.
Kida.
Israel.
Israel, boy. He prince of power, the sons of the Most High God. Alright? Matthew 1:21.
Matthew chapter 1 verse 21. It says, down,
Hebrews 7:14.
and she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushai, for he shall save his people from their sins.
His people from their sins. Matter of fact, they did Luke 1:60, start at 68 verse. Baba Kasha, yeah, Luke 1:68. But you see who is his people? Alright? And somebody give me
Luke 168, right?
can't. Yeah, Luke 1:68.
This is Luke 1 verse 68. Blessed be Yahweh of hosts of Israel, for he has
Blessed be the Most High of Israel. Well,
for he has visited and redeemed his people.
he has visited and redeemed or bought back his people. Alright, because he sold his people to what? The nations. Where?
And had raised up a horn of salvation for us.
Right, a horn meaning a ruler. Right? A ruler to rule the people. Where?
In the house of his servant David.
In the house of his servant David. Where?
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Where?
That we should be saved from our enemies.
We shall be saved from our enemies. Alright, the enemies are going back to these other nations. Alright, the same Gentiles. So if he rose up his son to be a horn of salvation of his people from his enemies, and his enemies is the other nations, why then he going and save you're trying to say the Lord mad? The Lord ain't no madman. You understand? Acts.
I had the Acts 23.
Good.
It's Acts 13 and 23.
Good.
Say of this man's seed,
Right, which is David, good.
at Yahweh, according to his promise, rise unto us, rise unto Israel, his Savior, Yahweh
Unto
Shai.
the world. Right, so unto the world. Our Savior. What is it?
He said, it's Acts chapter 13, verse 23. Of this man's seed, at Yahweh, according to his promise, rise unto Israel, his Savior, Yahweh Shai.
Israel, the 12 tribes. Give me James 1:1. Alright, the Lord never see nobody else plain and simple. Alright, they like doubles and China. Alright, you must know doubles come with two bar and China jet. It's simple. Well, for who knows what is doubles there? Cheese and bread. Grits and cheese.
This is Deuteronomy. Oh, yeah, one. Go ahead. You go ahead.
James chapter 1 verse 1, it says, James the servant of the Most High and of the Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad.
The 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. He never said the 12 tribes and the other nations greetings. To the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. Alright? But in the Jews were Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So what about the other 9 tribes? Well, all the people can do maths or something. What about the other 9 tribes?
10.
Well, 10. I don't know Levi was
Mix up with them too.
I think Israel sent all our Levi back to Judah though. But they left one Levi in Samaria because of the lions.
Can't send the king went back, the king sent for them.
Can't. Alright, they say you have something to ask now.
You got something about it?
Yeah.
I'll come up to you.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 9. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. The Yahweh thy power had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
What meaning what they holy, they separated, they sanctified. The Most High took them to himself. Deuteronomy 32 verse 8 tell you that. Alright, the Most High only took us Israel. Alright, he chose Abraham. The Most High does always choose because he always have one favorite. Alright?
It says, verse 7, the Lord Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor chose you, because ye were more in number than any people. For ye were ye were the fewest of all the people.
You're just 70 souls. Alright, but the Most High chose you people. Alright, because what he made a promise, and the Most High word is above his name. Alright, because promise goes back to the word Deba, which also means promise. Alright, so the Most High gave that word that he'll choose Israel. The Most High never choose anybody else yet. Why you niggas so hard-headed? That is the thing, no, it's just niggas. Alright, so like yeah.
It says, but because Yahweh loved you, and because he will keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers.
Keep the oath. Oath is a word spoken. You understand? He keep the oath that he sworn to his fathers.
Putting what above his name. That's how you're playing right there.
Most I never say he choose anybody else yet.
Isaiah chapter 44 verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
God, yeah, here now Israel. Jacob and Israel whom I have chosen. Right, the scripture saying Jeremiah, I am for you. Alright? Those these basically if somebody get up from that Jeremiah 30 verse 19. Yeah. Somebody talk by the Milan.
Yeah, I'm going to finish it off. It says, Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 8. But because Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn by your fathers, had Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt.
Most I keep the oath. Most I is a man team word. Right? Most I see he love Israel.
No, go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 1, verse 30. Say, and the angel said unto her, fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with Yahweh, and behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Yahweh Shai.
Hey, not only that, he actually kept the promise that he gave to David, to King Solomon.
Okay.
You understand? Just at that point in time, when he was Solomon, he went off, he came back as Yahweh Shai, so he kept the oath. Right? And he also kept the oath that he beat him with the other men. You understand? Which the rod goes back into a leprous man. Alright, you know?
Yeah, that is the go to the word.
It says Jeremiah 31 verse 33 says, but there shall be the covenant that I will make in the house of Israel after those days, said Yahweh. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts. I will be their God, and they shall be my people.
Continue reading.
No more every man is neighbor.
Yeah, because guess what? The laws that the Most High gave us is that everlasting done away with no. Was an everlasting covenant. The laws are life. That is what the Most High gives us. But instead of just writing it on tablets of stone right about now, because the tablets of stone actually represented the hardness of our hearts. Alright, but this time he going and put it in our inward part. Because after the Most High done beat us and soften us up, hey, we going and go through a reprogramming or a reboot. Alright? Good up.
And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know Yahweh. For they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them.
Yeah, so we ain't going to have to come out here and rebuke you stiff-necked niggas no more. You people don't have it, because Mosai is the one who going to beat it into all you. Alright, you all shall know it should pain. Alright, go ahead.
For I will forgive them iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more.
Yeah, he forgive our iniquity. Never say he'll forgive these other nations' iniquity. Alright? He'll forgive us, the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Go ahead.
Thus saith Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night.
Right, so this is also something everlasting. Because he put that as a standing order, everlasting thing, for the sun to give light and the moon to give light. Alright? He put his word above his name. Go ahead.
Which divided the sea when the waves does roar. Yahweh of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus saith Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundation of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith Yahweh.
Can't. So that, hey, if you could do all these things, then the Most High will cast off Israel. But guess what? They can't. Hey, Esau, you can't. You cannot. Alright? Because guess what? The Most High, he set things in order. He set the bounds that they cannot pass. You search all you want, nigga. Alright? Did you not go in and let the Most High break his covenant? Alright?
Yeah, there's no repentance.
Can't.
Slavery and death, eradication.
Come after you.
Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 16. Right? It says, therefore all that devoured shall be devoured, and the deeds of them of the Israelites. The Most High is saying everybody that to devour something means to eat. Right? When they devouring something, they eating it up in a great way.
Or burning it up. Or fire could devour too.
These nations, basically, eat up the whole nation of Israel, or they destroy them. So it says everybody that devours will be devoured. Going into the so-called white man, Chinese, East Indians, because it's all the man see all the camera around the 4 corners of the earth, cursing out the so-called white man. The other nations might feel they exempt him. No, they ain't exempt him. Each and every last one, all they're going and kill it.
Can't, that's right.
He'll just be getting on Esau plenty because he do what he goes on.
Can't.
But each and every one of the other nations going and get you East Indians, you Chinese, all you have to eat the government. It says, therefore all that are devoured, he shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
This is Isaiah chapter 40, I'll start at verse 5. And the glory of Yahweh shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. For the mouth of Yahweh hath spoken it. The voice said, cry. And he said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all the godliness thereof is as a flower of the field. The grass withered, the flower faded, because the spirit of Yahweh bloweth upon it. Surely the people is grass. The grass withered, the flower faded, but the word of our power shall stand forever.
Word is ultimately Yahweh Shech. That one stand forever, and all these other nations will lay grass, all is grass. And the Lord will destroy each and every last one of them. Right? He will. And that is what we hope. This is we hope. Everybody trying to come up against what we believe in, we believe. If you are against it, that is your ass, because we believe in it till death. Alright? If
Right.
death faces us, we believe in it. But one day, a so-called black man,
So like you see, what you just said, if that faces us, that's what we believe, and we still have hope in that. So we still have hope to be of the elect, we still have hope to get glory for that death. But then when death faces them, because famine, pestilence, and the missiles, the chariots, the angels, all these things going to face, that's going to face them too. Or they wouldn't have no hope.
that's right.
Or they wouldn't have no hope. But our hope is in Yahweh Shimi Shai.
That's right, sir.
That's right.
Yeah, because they say, I was down at 2 today, 2 they got no hope.
Yeah.
I reason with you, I say, and all this thing coming, I say, death your face all over you, right?
God.
And I said, if I spend hey,
Give up.
man, I got no hope, right?
He said, I no hope. This is Ephesians chapter 2 verse 12. It says that at that time we were without Yahushua, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of promise,
Hey.
having no hope and without the Most High in the world.
Yeah, the commonwealth of Israel, and hey, we was talking the other night, common. Right, common means same. Where's the same wealth that all of us have? These treasures that be gathering up. Not the oil, not the wisdom of Yahweh Shimi Shai, not the knowledge of our history, our heritage, our foreparents, and our culture, what we're supposed to do to live. That's the commonwealth of Israel, the same wealth. Right?
What piece of media? I want to get the word coming. What piece of media?
I will read this verse. He said that at the face all our way.
Huh.
This is Luke 9:27. But I tell you of a truth, and Yahushua say a lie is abomination to his lips. There be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the kingdom of power.
They say till they see the kingdom of power. Right? But some of them will die. Some of us will die. You know why? So some will be martyrs, right? Some will be taken up and transformed, right? Some won't die until they see. Until they see, we will see the chariots come, but we still have to die. We still have to pour off the immortal to get the immortal. Because that's what death isn't. Because Yahweh shall conquer death and hell. Hell is this condition, and death is what the body, right? The body, the corruptible body, right?
I got piece of paper. That's why went to the war in the Commonwealth. Went to the war in the Commonwealth, right? Right? It's the Politia. Right? Politia. Right? It's a Politia. G4174. It's the administration of civil affairs, a state or commonwealth. Citizenship, the right of a citizen. You understand? So they're going back to the Israelites. You understand? Going back to the Israelites.
There be nobody.
Yeah.
This world is only man. It was only man. So the strangers was Israelites. The strangers was Israelites. Like now we are talking to a fella in the road. And here he said, so I asked him if a so-called white man, is a part of Israel. He said they were adopted in.
Christianity.
Christian, yeah, he's a pastor. Oh, a Christian pastor. So I say, Romans 9.
Put in the adoption.
Who puts in the adoption? And it's the Israelites.
By the flesh.
He done said up to now. Until I keep bringing that. I say, pastor. So who puts in the adoption? Why this man only say white people going to hell? That's all he say.
I got piece of paper.
He said white people going to hell?
White people going to hell.
Yeah, you correct with that.
You correct with that,
Yes,
yeah.
hell is slavery.
I say,
That's all. What I want to know.
I said they're going in slavery.
Correct. They're going hell.
I know. What are you trying to make it up?
Yeah.
I said they're going in slavery, not in hell. Man, see hell.
Catch hell.
What now?
Yahushua is the truth and us.
I want an adoption after though.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this, Jeremiah, they are long man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Big Jeremiah 25 now start.
The Most High is long suffering, and all should come into repentance.
Start from this. Also from 14 it says, for many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the word of their own hands. For thus saith Yahweh of Israel, for thus saith Yahweh of Israel, unto me take the wine cup of thy fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. So yeah, the Most High say take that wine cup of your fury, meaning what is righteous indignation is anger. Right? And get the rest of you nations, all you nations, right? Because Zechariah 1:14 said, what was a little displeased that you heathens, but you held forward the afflictions of your sons. Right? The scriptures say, after the glory that he sent me unto the nations, but he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. They think it's only the white man touch me. They go back into all their history, as all they touch me to go ahead. 16 it says, and they shall drink and be moved and be mad, because of the sword that I will send among them. And plagues, the famines, the destruction, right? And ultimately the nuclear bombs. Go ahead. 17 and then took I the cup at Yahweh's hand and made all nations to drink unto whom Yahweh had said, with Jerusalem and the city of Judah and the king thereof and the princes thereof to make them a desolation, an astonishment, a hissing, and a curse, as it is this day. Yeah, the rest of you nations gonna be a problem down by words. Because guess what? All the curses that fell upon us ultimately gonna fall on you other nations. Alright? Same thing that you people done to us. Alright? The same thing the Most High going on to you people. Alright? Hey,
low, she's still on the bit of it, nothing now.
But let me just get this now. In 2nd Ezra 15, verse 20. Read it now.
20?
Yeah, 20 to 21.
The 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 20, behold, saith Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me.
Yeah, he going to call on the kings of the earth to reverence you. Because guess what? He going to plead for the nation of Israel in this 3rd World War. They said the 3rd is the charm.
Yeah, 3 times the charm.
3 times the charm. So guess what? This going to be very charming. Right? The glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai this time. Hey, he's not going to meet you as a man.
Yahushai coming as Prince Charming.
You understand? Riding on the horse. That's right. You understand? Go ahead.
To reverence it, because every knee shall bow, every tongue will confess.
Go ahead.
Alright, it says, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east.
Yeah, so quite over there, Japan, Russia, China, South and North Korea, coming all the way over here. Hey, you can have fear that name. That's right. Glorious and reverent name. Go ahead.
And Lebanon to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen.
Yes, so the things that all they do yet this day to the Most High chosen. Remember all they used to scale the Indians and them? What?
Hey, even before the Indians, because the brothers and them wrote it out in Maccabees. The 7 sons. Right, they scalped one of the sons.
Yes, correct. Yes.
So they were the first scalpers. The Indians was in the scalpers. So the so-called Indians, which is Reuben and Gad, right? Esau was the scalper. Hey, think about it. Death and hell is what they come by, right? So them think that they who fathom now wickedness from before.
Yeah. And see like how basically all they have us working without giving us our wages. Hey, all they going to build Jerusalem for nothing. Right? We ain't going to pay all the payment going to be licks.
Not even thanks.
Yeah, not even thanks. You understand? All the thanks going to get a boot to the face. Alright? Time we done with all the word.
It says, like as they do, yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also and recompense in their bosom, thus saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai power.
Yes, I always, you see, hey, all them Elamites who like to watch Jake like this, can't wait to hold on to some all them. I'm telling you, all them Indians,
I think I was in that Persian Empire, boy. I think I live in that time, boy. I hate fucking Elam, boy.
I'll jump down to verse 52. It says, "Would I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee, saith Yahweh Bashan Yoshai, if thou hast not always slain my chosen."
Yes, so what the Most High do all of that, if all wasn't always slaying his chosen. Hey, not only Israel, the Most High had the elect, which is Israel. Then had the elect of the elect, which is the one third.
No, go.
The elect of that, the 144,000. The elect King David and the elect again Yahushai. So you know how much, boy, all they looking for trouble. Trouble, all they went and get. Trouble make the monkey eat pepper. But
It says, "Exalting the stroke of thine hands, and saying over their dead, when thou was drunken."
yeah, it's drunk over the philosophies of the so-called white man. You understand it? These goddamn niggas, I hate these goddamn niggas. All they know how to do is fuss and fight. And we be better than them. Look at them. The women were hardest in the streets. Yeah, true. Because the Most High actually...
Because they make our women harlots in the street. Because they don't want to fucking take the blame, but it's their fault. It's they.
Yeah, true.
It was wise to make one wise. When I see it was wise to make one nice. And the fruit of the desire. Yeah, what she know? She have no shame.
No
she have
shame.
no moral.
Shameless.
No.
Coming out with all their breasts.
Look at she now.
Yeah, you display in a panty road. Them thing belongs to your husband, but your man supposed to be the same. But when you supposed to be doing that? So he sort of just failed. He sort of just real what this woman. It's just real what this failed. Telling him.
Yeah, but Jake is good to the extreme.
Yeah, Jake does make it look good.
Let's go to the extreme.
Because he saw bottom go be like an ironing board here. And where something trying to, I don't know where they're trying to do.
In 1999, he saw.
1999.
2018, he saw no flat bottom no
So
more.
putting on, you see Kim Kardashian?
That is a witchcraft
You
too.
see Kim Kardashian?
That's a
They're
witchcraft.
putting on that, they got the money to do it.
Hey, he saw how this kind of festival where they ride cycles naked.
Yeah.
Sell like cycling through the streets naked.
Yeah,
man and woman.
they have this slut walk. They have this slut walk, or they're doing this slut walk. This slut walk, that what we was with the Jake interviewing them. You a slut, and they don't fucking conceptualize. They don't tell somebody impose over the question. But they have a slut walk that they do in Jerusalem too, in Israel, right? They have the gay parade, right? Yeah. In Israel, yeah, Israeli land is the file. ICBM have to hit fucking Israel.
Scripture said that. Scripture said Israel gonna be the Israel.
Hey, Iran don't promise them that.
Yeah, Scripture said Israel gonna rock. Yeah,
You know?
gonna rock. That's what the next time hit it.
Yeah, because the Most High Chinese men through the fire of adversity, right? So what? To bring that dross out, right? If you try the men with that, but you had to push the land, right? Through fire too. Fire is a purifier, is also a cleansing agent, right? It's also a disinfectant. The Most High going to disinfect the air from all them chemtrails. Put all them chemicals that they put up there, out of balance, that they mine from the earth, and they combine and put it up there to poison, right? He go and bring back everything back in its order. You have a periodic table, and then watch, when they drill through the earth core, you have different levels. You have what? You have the fertile soil up on top, and the different levels going all the way down to you get clay, you go down deeper, you get different minerals, right? For example, watch, in Afghanistan, one of the things that they brainwash the world with is what, if you don't drink enough cow's milk, you'll get osteoporosis, right? But in Afghanistan, they have a high case of osteoporosis. Why is that? Because in Afghanistan, what they're doing, they drill wells to get water, and because of because of whatever reason, they have to drill deeper and deeper. So the wells, they're going deeper and deeper into the earth's core, and when they go deeper now to get that water now, it's coming up more mineral enriched. And if you have too much minerals, it's going to eat away at your bones, right? So it's not that you need a whole heap of calcium, or else you'll get osteoporosis. you can get osteoporosis because of an imbalance in minerals in your body. And guess what? It's so contaminated only fucking food that we eating. The water you're drinking, hey, watch our water. If you take one of them bottles and watch the ingredients, the Sani is mineral. It have minerals inside of it. You know, I take note of that. That bottle I had that bottle in the freezer, right? And when the water freezes, it didn't freeze like, you know, normal ice just freeze. Yeah. It freezes like crystal. It freezes crystalline. Yeah. It freezes like crystals. And when I see that, it's like, hey, something wrong here. Because salt either raise or drops the boiling point of water and the freezing point, right? It might raise the boiling point, so it might have a boil more than 100 degrees. It might, I ain't too sure, right? And it might drop.
Because when it points salt, it just boil faster.
Alright. It shouldn't boil faster because if it bubble and it points salt, it'll stop bubble and then take a while to build back up. Yeah. If it points salt from the beginning, if it boiling and it drop in salt, just drop in a little teaspoon of salt, it will stop bubbling. And it'll take a while to heat up again. You understand? But yeah. They're contaminating everything. They're poisoning it. The earth is defiling the inhabitants thereof. Right? Hey, if it was given into the hands of the wicked regulate everything on the planet Earth. It regulate the clothes that we wear. Right?
They also the rituals and things from the products. And the products will sell and things to these.
The witchcraft.
Might not be and take it in essentials and things to boost the products and to put different things in the product. So sometimes you want to eat these products and think spirits can be on your tooth.
This is Nahum chapter 3, starting at 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and I will set thee as a gazing stock. You understand?
This man, if it's for rule, that's why this man got to be stopped, because he's not going to stop. He wickedness is perpetual now, ongoing wickedness now, continually now. You understand? This man destroy we are live now.
But then he's talking about going and finding other planets to live on.
To do what?
Right?
To destroy it too.
Because when he meet over here with the Gadites and the Reubenites, how he meet here, man? He meet here in this condition?
Serene.
He meet here serene in a serenity. And in 500 years, you bring here to this point, to the brink of extinction. So let me say now we leave here, you go out. Space. I don't want to control the space. You go out of space, you live, you find a planet to live. Where would do this? Not the same thing you do here?
We should have other than Avatar. They show next movie where they do that. They went to a planet. And what they did, they created some kind of mutant monsters, but they're making it out of man. You understand? So after they done basically corrupt that planet, whatever the case is, here is the scene. We can't let these creatures on them spread, so let we drop some nuke. And they drop the nuke on them now, they basically destroy and contaminate that planet with radioactive toxins. You understand? So basically he does show it, hey, Avatar. Look how beautiful that planet was. He gone, cutting down trees, but he's a germ bug.
Just to take what the mineral resource, the resources.
Because when the man saying Avatar, he say he destroyed their mother, and that's basically their world and they're coming to do the same thing here.
Hey, planet of the apes.
Hey, so like, hey. Because it was in the news that Trump, as you was bringing it out, that Trump wants to take Venezuela. Right? Hey, they don't want to take Venezuela to liberate the Venezuelans, to end the refugee crisis that's going on. They want to take Venezuela to get all the oil. That's what they're about. They're always about the natural resources, right? And all these other nations alongside with them in the destruction and in the abuse and in the oppression. All these other nations confederate with them. Going back to, I think it's Psalms 83, right? And them other nations, don't bring that one, bring Revelation 18 and 11, right? Them other nations, when America destroyed, they go and mourn, right? Because, hey, everybody, all these other nations, the 17 nations profit off of the back of Israel, right? Because Israel is the chief consumers on the planet Earth, right? We are the chief consumers on the planet Earth, but the most about to change up, stir up all that shit. What up?
Revelation 18 verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Yeah, and as Kwame was bringing out, the merchandise that they sell, the food, hey, guess what? Part of the sorcery, you see when they come out here and they smell all them fucking Subway, they smell like KFC, they smell like Burger King, they smell like that Papa John pizza. That sorcery is that smell that they pour out in the fucking air, right? That's part of the seduction that witchcraft to allure you in, right? When they watch, it was Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel, the old woman had the house in the woods, the witch had the house in the woods, they had a fucking chimney and the smoke from the cauldron was coming up and coming out. You understand? They just tell you these things in a subtle way, you know. They show the movie branded, where all the demons was on everything. The man, he had the spiritual power to see the demons on each good, on the brand of every good, right? And when you come out here, you see people and you see people walking, and you'll see what demon on them, right? You'll see the demon. That man coming across in a red jersey, he got the demon or the Burger King on he, right? And then they go follow him, and he just needs to get a Burger King burger. You understand? You'll see the demons on him, right? Because they put them demons out there. Advertisement. When they look up the word advertisement, it means to persuade a consumer to buy a particular brand or good or something, right? You understand? And that's what they're about. That is the sorcery, that is the witchcraft, right? So that's why it's important for us to come out here and do that work. Because we are the merchants of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. When they look up the word produce, it means to bring into existence. We bring into existence the kingdom of heaven, right? When we speak unto each and every one of the elect, or whichever elect that come across our videos. That's why the apostle has to be hard on us for us to do what we're supposed to do, right? Because hey, we tend to get complacent, right? But the Most High, through the apostle to her, put back the fear in the whole nation. Because who in fear after that video? You're a wicked nigga and you deserve to, hey, you deserve whatever you get.
Right.
Who in fear? I was, when I talk about it, you watch it over 2, 3. I watched it once and I was scared enough. I can watch it again. I can even watch it again. The apostle curse, but the apostle curse upon, hey. You know how vexed you had to get to pour curse upon the whole nation, boy? It's not the whole nation, but what? The slothful amongst the nation? That is a very anger. You understand? That is, hey, the apostle say he hate fucking weak niggas. Hey, funny enough, it had this thing going around on the WhatsApp status for the World Cup. Where you see that?
I like to play question.
Where you see the showing there Messi carrying the whole of Argentina on his back. That's what the apostle saying he basically don't want. He not carrying the whole nation on his back. Work out your own soul salvation with fear and trembling. You understand? Nobody carry nobody on their back. Nobody carry nobody on their back. I can't save you, you can't save me. You understand? Work it out. It's not by the multitude of works. The works just represent your faith. The works just represent your faith. When they look up the word faith or faithful, it means trustworthy. Yahweh shall give us something, and hey, if you're trustworthy enough, if you keep his trust, if you keep your work, it shows that you're trustworthy, that he can give you a kingdom to come. He can give you a responsibility as city to look after, because that's what the precept said we was going through it last night.
This is Ezekiel 14. I'll start at verse 17. Or if I bring a sword upon that land, and say, sword go through the land, so that I cut off man and beast from it, though these 3 men were in it, as I live, said the Lord power, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters, but they only shall be delivered themselves. Or if I send a pestilence into that land, and pour my fury upon it in blood, to cut off from it man and beast. Though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, said Yahweh power, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter. They shall but deliver their own souls by their righteousness.
Yeah, you can't watch and say, hey, David is my computer against you, there, boy. And David can't back against you. Nah. You gotta put in your own work. You understand? You gotta show the most side that, hey, you wanna be a part of this thing?
Had no jockey box.
Can't.
Hey, had no jockey box in this thing.
If you're in a war, right, each man has to fight a man individually. You might have to fight 2, 3, 4 men. David alone can't think, hey, let me go on war and they're moving and just watch my back there, I go kill everybody. Nah, not because he slayed the tens of thousands, you have to put on men too.
So like yeah, David had mighty men. When they go through the scripture, it talk about how much men each one of them killed.
I killed 300 by himself.
Yeah, anybody can bring out the account. Okay, remember the book. David mighty men.
I appreciate it. The 1 Corinthians chapter 9 started verse 15. It said, but I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things, that it should be so done unto me. For it were better for me to die than that any man should make my glory in void. He said, for though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yes, so hey, it's a duty that we have. You understand? There's a Paul said necessity is laid upon him. It's a duty. Your duty to pull your own weight. And if you're sincere and want to be saved, yeah, you're gonna pull your own weight. You understand? If you want to get mercy in your death. Get mercy and be delivered from the hands of this devil. You got to work for it. There's all the apostle was saying, you got to pull your own weight. You understand? You can't be lagging. This is a different ball game now. This is a different ball game. It might look like it's a selfish thing. It's that you got to work on your own salvation. You got to show the Most High that you sincere and apologize. You understand? And you go hold on to this wisdom and understanding, and you go do what you got to do to your best ability to give Yahweh Hashem all the praises. Most I want to see, like your fucking devil. Most I want to see individual. You want to see where's the war? Tell the devil take the war. Anyway, right? The most I want to see the zeal. You understand? You want to see the zeal. You want to see you pushing. You want to see you on fire. This is why you see. This is why you see. You got your heart. You understand? Yeah. Well,
that's a blue one that say you will if after you come out and see
yeah. You understand? Most I want to be working. Now we didn't came here to just relax. We came here to do a job. We were sent to do a job. Right? He said, for though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe unto me if I preach not the gospel. And they're supposed to drive fear in you. Yep. They're supposed to drive fear in you because the Most High give you a duty.
Can.
And if you preach the gospel, it's war. This destruction. War is destruction. So they're supposed to give you a drive. Hey, Most High gonna fuck me if I don't do my work. And the apostles remind me in the spirit. Most I speak to the apostle, Yahweh Shai speak to the apostle. And I tell you, when the apostle opened his mouth, he was cussing in the word. He would come out because someone's zeal was in the apostle. Someone's zeal was in him. And I say, hey, never see the apostle like this before, man.
Never. Hey, because if you didn't do this with blood on your hand, if you didn't do the truth videos that we get to hey, you know, push you within certain things as brothers, they start to explain, like gagging in certain things. Hey, as you was doing the video yesterday, try your best.
Yeah.
You understand? That's all you have to do, just try your best. Be sincere. You have to be sincere.
So like yeah, And the next thing too, what he thinks the apostle say, he say he hate weak niggas from being around him. He don't want no weak niggas around him. So just what brother Yahweh was saying there, right? Because if you have weak niggas around you, right? Iron sharpened iron. You sluggard, your sluggard vibration will come on me and I'll be sluggard, and that's how it go down. But if you have a brother doing work, right? And always doing work, hey, you're watching and it's like, boy, I ain't doing enough, boy. Like my brother pumping. Or if he didn't do like the other day, I say, hey, something just odd happened. I say, okay, you ain't put no videos out for the day, what go on? And he can say why thing, but it's unusual. But you look at it, but no, if when you see a brother doing work now, and again angry boy, boy, I'm thinking boy, why you keep on doing work? The scripture say examine thyself to see if you be in the faith, you know. But he doing what he's supposed to do. So you see how iron sharpened iron there? You understand? You rebuke that evil spirit. Hey, here we see, I need to be more diligent. You know, I need to produce more. I need to make this thing come into existence. Okay, have something to say?
And something I was listening to your voice notes on them, and it really struck my spirit too, because it's not only about coming out on the road here and just cursing out people, or you know what I mean? Which is not only about that, it's about living righteous with your brothers, what the peace and them come up with. You know what I mean? Equally, we had to put forward our best foot and help out, because it's not more than just coming out here or just doing making videos. It also has to live right with the brothers too.
That's what Kalab just pointed out. You have to be sincere, right? Because it's not only be hearers of the word but doers. So our behavior is supposed to be reformed towards the scripture. Brother Shapa at a point in time he had sent a scripture for us in the comment board when we had that group. He said what? He said do unto others as you will have them do unto you. You understand?
So sometimes you have to person in a low position and tell us that hey, you're lacking some way. You know what I mean? As the brother say, check yourself. Because when we come out here and pointing at people too. Hey, are you doing work and you're about shot? Are you living right with your brother? Because remember you're cursing out people. So you have to see it, you have to check yourself.
Take the motor out of the eye.
Yeah, judge yourself first. So when we come out, we have to put the best foot forward.
Because he drew you, come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are order here. We here to answer your questions, but we are order.
Take a question here, right here, right?
I just have a quick piece of calling. This is.
That's very good, But everyone could come right here, man. That is okay.
This is Romans 2, verse 1. Therefore thou art inexcusable, O man, whosoever thou art that judgest. For wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself. For thou that judgest doest the same things.
Right. Hey, I just want to come something that you don't really see among James. She said she didn't want to, hey, and you don't see that much with the people. The people very disrespectful and disorderly. They like that they would see something and they would just speak over you. And you would never see that we just talk about the woman, but we actually it have women that still have some order about them. So we will take the sister question. You have a question, sister?
What religion?
This is not a religion.
It's not religion.
This is actually.
This is the truth. This is about your true nationality and who you are in the scripture. But the scripture never gave you a religion. It gave you laws.
The Most High.
And commandments to follow.
Yeah, the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth. Right? He never gave religion. The word religion means relegate, to restrain, right? So each religion have a certain order that they keep, right? The Most High gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. And who is it? Us. He only gave the nation of Israel the laws, statutes, and commandments. Somebody just get Leviticus 26 and 46 first before we go. Because he only gave this book the Bible, Leviticus 26 verse 46.
That's another sister now. How we do things here, we don't do things like and how people in so-called church we bring out the scriptures to prove what we say, right? So when we say something, we don't say it out of our own mouth.
1 Thessalonians
It comes out of the
5:21.
mouth of the Heavenly Father, right?
Right, so I'll back that up with that scripture. 1 Thessalonians 5:21.
It's First Thessalonians 5 verse 21. It says, prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Prove all things.
Isaiah 8 and 20.
Right, when we speak, we prove all things through the scriptures, right? We don't say it
Our own words. Like when they go to these churches, the pastors will read 3 scriptures, right? So Catholic Church, for example, they may read 3 scriptures and then they talk for 2 hours. Pass the collection basket around 3 times. We don't pass a basket first to begin, right?
Which they will give you their feelings.
Yeah.
This word is not about your feelings, it's about what the word says. The word says there's no such thing as religion, no such thing as Pentecostal or with all the religions that have Seventh-day all the denominations.
All that broken sisters.
That's not in the scriptures.
That is not in the scriptures. Broken
All
sisters.
in the scriptures,
Yeah.
all them things created by men. One second
Baptist too?
Yes, that and all. That is a broken sister.
Okay.
Right.
Where Baptists come from? Johnny Baptist, right? Johnny Baptist, that's as far as you can carry back. Johnny Baptist baptized with
And
water.
Orisha and things like that.
Yeah, all that is
religion.
mixed up. All that is religion mixed up with Africanism, right? Right. We are not. This is it. We out here representing the nation of Israel. The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. We out here. We are the prophets of the Bible. We are the prophets of the Creator of heaven and earth. Right? We prophesy. The word prophesy means to pro before sign means to tell. We tell them before time was about to happen. Right? We bring in forth knowledge concerning the history, the nationality, and the prophecies of the scriptures. Right? In order to know where Satan is the prince and power of the air. Yeah. That's all. We out here prophesying. I have you, right? I have you. The history, the nationality, right, and the prophecies. Right? In order to know where you're going, you must know where you come from. Our people have been destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Reason being, because they reject knowledge. Right? Because the knowledge that they have was given to them by the so-called white man, and they identify the so-called white man as being an evil person. But they don't know that that evil person was set up by the Most High to bring judgment onto our people, because we move away from serving the Lord how we were supposed to serve the Lord. Right? Bring your precept back.
Isaiah 49 verse 5. It says, and now said the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him.
To bring Jacob again to him. This is what these men here on the 4 corners of the planet Earth doing. Because we're not isolated. It's not us here alone. There are other groups like us, but not all of them have the truth. In order to know who has the truth, you have to go back to those who presented the information from the scriptures. Right? Go ahead.
Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my power shall be my strength.
Right, we're not gathered, we're not all one nation in the land of Israel. But we scattered across the 4 corners of the planet Earth right now. That's because the curses that fall upon us. Right? The curse that the Most High that the Most High prescribed in Deuteronomy 28, that if we kept not his law, statutes, and commandments, right? He will scatter us across the 4 corners of the earth. We become low. We become a derision, we become a proverbs and byword, called niggers, fix, all these other things. We call all these different names. Negroes, West Indian, Haitians, Dominican, all these different things. What happened? We were all the children of Israel that fled into the west coast of Africa. We were taken up by ships, stuffed like sardines, and traded as slaves. Right? But when they drop us in the different lands, right, we become the name of the land. For example, right? What do you call yourself? What's your nationality? Trinidadian, right? Now, before Christopher Columbus came, they had people on this land. They had the Caribs and Arawaks. You know that? You ever heard about the Caribs and the Arawaks?
Yeah.
Right. The Caribs and the Arawaks had a name for this land. They call this place La Irie, land of the hummingbird. That's why when you look on the dollar bill, you see the hummingbird on one side. If you go to Tobago and you get up in the morning, you hear a bird going, cock, 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 that's the cockrico. That's the next bird on the dollar bill. Right? Trinidad used to have plenty of hummingbirds. Tobago used to have the cockrico. I think this lady, of course, you would call it. Right? So.
What happened?
Yeah. So So what I'm saying now,
How the fuck she do it?
three mountains, like Trinidad, right? What Christopher Columbus called Trinidad, mean three holy mountains. Three mountains didn't have sex to have you. Hummingbirds didn't have sex to have you. You are what your father is. A mango tree can bring forth cherries. A cherry tree can bring forth plums. You are what your father is. And your father was either a Negro or a Latino or native, right? That's how we come into this land, right? You're not an East Indian. The East Indian in the Bible called Elamites, right? You clearly look to be a child of the seed of Jacob, right? That's by outward appearance, but then the spirit bear witness because they're interested, right? That's this something about this belongs to you. We read out of the Bible, right? So these are the things that we bring forward, right? That all people are the Israelites. We are the princes of the power. The planet Earth has.
Good night. Come in. Let's go. 1 minute again.
That's it done.
What? She's just trying to remove that word from her book.
Stop it.
Yeah,
No,
that's
yeah. You know, you just get out of the way and get a word, right?
What is here every night?
No, every Thursday we come out here.
Every Thursday.
Yeah. Right? Don't refuse this word. This is
Our
life.
nose gone.
Right, hey,
Ah,
hey.
yeah.
Yeah, you see that spirit? Do that. Next Thursday, yeah.
Alright?
Yeah. That's the thing to do.
Good night.
Hey, and we was wrong. We should ask in the first place, Salakia. We supposed to ask.
Come to my mind now, but
Yeah.
I'll leave it.
Hey, Salakia. But that's the spirit. It was all for example.
Yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
It come to my mind now.
Hey, Salakia.
When I say, hey, you see that? Yeah. The one is that demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Why you ain't come here? I know, I was now speaking about
Hush.
the fucking Negroes on this place.
Yeah.
They're very disrespectful
Yeah.
and they don't fucking care. Most of them gonna put all to death in
That's
this
right.
place.
Yeah.
I was talking about it and I said that it's very rare. When you I see that spirit on she, it's very rare because she said it out of her own mouth. She said, I don't like to come and speak over men. You know what I mean? And I see that spirit and I see the spirit and this fucking nigga woman. And she's a fucking bitch. She said if I cause you and I see guilty.
Send the fucking soup man,
And I
you know.
know Satan is work through this woman.
Yeah, she send the soup man too, you know. After she
Yeah.
find out enough, she send the soup man, you know. Like
She
a
come
fucking
herself,
sim too, you know.
I was telling these niggas in this place and they fucking die, boy. Yeah.
Soup man like a sim too coming and dropping the message, you
Now,
know.
read that scripture because that's why I don't like getting disrespectful people. Listen, my brother, and all disrespectful people that come from among your own people. The very disrespectful, they have no manners,
Degenerate.
and the fucking degenerate. And I was talking about that. He said we people is a bunch of degenerates. That video, remember that video? They showing, yeah, with the woman and the pants ripper. We people is a bunch of fucking degenerates. I hate, I don't like about fucking them. Bring that scripture. And that scripture prophesying just what that fucking girl do there. These women and they need to fucking die, boy. When I hear on the news they get stabbed up in the mother country, I don't fucking laugh, you know. Hey, nobody, boy, that spirit is getting mad, boy.
Yeah, in Matthew chapter 13, I'll start from verse 3. And he spake many things unto them in a parable, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow, and when he sowed, some seed fell by the wayside,
Like the seed that fell on the wayside, you know.
and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness of earth.
The deepness go back to your mind.
Yes.
There was the deepness. The seed, the deeper the seed goes, is better for the seed. You understand? So there was shadow in the head and numbskull. You understand?
Verse 6 it says, And when the sun was up, they were scorched because they had no root. They withered, With or with it?
Yeah, before she could get any roots on what's going on here. It's good that way. We don't, I walk the pathway along came the wicked one.
It says, and some fell among thorns, and thorns sprang up and choked them. But
these people walking around here, these are the thorns that choke the
Remember thorns don't bear nothing.
They don't bear nothing.
It's just a degenerate plant. You understand? Don't produce nothing, just wasting space.
You see, if it was some fuckery up here, she would have found herself over here listening to what she.
It was bacchanal. It was fight.
It was some kind of fucking fighting or some bacchanal thing. She would have been quick up here.
A promotion.
But you see men with beards on the face and they're reading the Bible and garments on.
Come now, girl.
Come now, girl. You just feel that disrespect fucking people.
I see she calling them. Why didn't she stop it? I didn't know she speaking.
She calling the girl from when she fucking listening. Girl listening. Try to get a little knowledge. Yeah, go ahead.
13 and 18. It says here, therefore, the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom,
right,
and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one.
Then cometh the wicked one. Die the precept. Then cometh the wicked one and then what?
And catch it away that which was sown in his heart.
Yeah, the nigger bitch, you know what she do? She call the fucking soup man. She ain't come for herself and call the woman. That's why I don't affect these fucking people.
Because basically when you watch the action,
business to come over here and mind somebody else.
To mind somebody else's fucking business. Fuck out of here, boy.
Basically when you watch the you call it the woman, she basically know who was, because when she went back over there, you see like she like, hey, not them one. Basically it's like she dealt with us before.
She get condemned before. She get condemned before.
Yeah, so she like, hey, don't think with them fellas or them fellas. I call woman ho. There is this, there is that. So
that can't be.
Yeah, we call a spade a spade. Hey, Sesame Street, policeman uniform, fireman uniform, pilot's uniform. It's a fucking whore.
It's a whore.
You have to put them down in front of the frog again and teach them.
I'm fucking nigga. This nigga boy.
When you won't come there too,
they side with them, you know. The fucking men of we nation, they side with this fucking woman, you know.
Women
right.
over them. Over them.
Exactly. These men that go to the wits to serve these fucking women, you know. Put it down now. Yeah, something.
Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 22. How long will thou go, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had created a new thing.
A new thing? What is that new thing? Read it.
In the earth, a woman shall compass a man.
Yeah, these fucking niggas allowing that shit, boy. Instead of them fucking be a man, boy. And tell these women to shut the fuck up. These women them ruling over fucking all that waking up, Jen. Men that waking up and being fucking men. Right through the heart, right through. A woman fucking pulling her by her neck.
Hey, and that's what we'll start hip hop. A woman fucking our man just up in our dog, switch with that color and pulling in the fucking
right through these fucking bitches that them pulling men by the collar. And you like a big muck boy.
When the man say if he's a move, say what? That is not the
Salaki boy, Salaki.
Hey, the scripture say be angry and sin not, you ain't sin. You ain't sin. It say oppression making a wise man mad. That's a fucking...
All women and all that oppression.
Hey, before he came at the beginning of the camp, he had a fucking sim that come up. What was his problem? He was show your ID card. Or is this yeah. They have any documentation, or they out here have no documentation, well, your ID card. I can't talk to you unless you have your ID card.
What?
Yeah. Ask him, I say, what you seen? The queen of ID card? Yeah, I never see what she, but yes, she have an ID card. He say yeah.
It's a people from America, born in America, come down here and get Trinidad ID card.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And he can't say shit. That's just part of the philosophy and doctrine of Esau. You understand? He just complacent and being a simp. He just hey, the scripture said that how is it going to go?
Some girls have two passports, one for Trinidad,
Yeah.
one for St. Vincent, one for Trinidad,
Yeah.
one for Trinidad. They have two passports.
Yeah, that's ID. They say that my people they love oppression. They love to have it so. Yeah.
Sometimes it's one of Jake and bust your head to the white fucking meat to them.
You say what? Avengers belong to Yahweh Shai. He's the Avenger.
Yo, sometimes they go to hold these fucking niggas.
Yeah.
When you hear them talk.
Yeah, but you know what else keep me calm? To an extent. Remembering that Yahweh Shai on the cross say what? Father forgive them, they don't know what they've done. Because there's we people, you know. There's we people, you know. But their destiny is different from ours. Their destiny is different. So that's what the apostle said, don't even get angry. Don't even get angry. Yeah. Quiet.
Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 31 says the prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rules by their means, and my people love to have it so. And what will he do in the end there?
Can.
They love to have it so. They don't really business. Yeah, because that same bitch will go to church on Sunday and she feel the spirit, don't she?
Yeah. This is Isaiah 30.
Yeah, and there's feel the spirit, because there's asked for guidance to take this man and that man. Yeah, the mother will say, leave he. You're no prophet, go with that next one. They might check, you hear this one who's talking to me saying, even though she, hey, but you don't trust none. Even though this one saying there, he say, wow, what about Orisha, what about Baptist, what about Orisha? So spiritual is go to them denomination to find favor now, but it's favor, it's witchcraft them on that. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 30 verse 12. Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because he despised his word, and trusts in oppression and perverses, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach, ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Right? So yeah, these people they trust in oppression. And Sunday they love to have it so.
Jeremiah 2:21 says, yet I planted a noble vine, holy, a right seed.
God.
How then art thou turned into the generate plant of a straight vine unto?
Have our next one, please. This is Isaiah 5 verse 7. For the just now, I know, Papa. I will read. This is Isaiah 5 verse 7. It says, for the vineyard of Yahweh of hosts is the house of Israel. Right? Just now. What will I say? Just now.
Are you saying when I come and talk to you?
Yeah.
Night, two of them stop too.
Can. Isaiah 5 verse 4. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes? You understand? So what more the most I could have done to the vineyard? Get a degenerate plant.
Example, what is vineyard watch? Vineyard, wild grapes. I tell you, wild grapes.
Hey, boy, hey!
Wild grapes.
Nah, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Hey, two-thirds bugged out. Two-thirds bugged out. Leave them alone.
Nah, that's sure you better read the scripture that show you wild grapes, right?
Yeah.
That show the wild grapes.
What the hell?
Degenerate plant.
What the hell going on here, man? Finish, mate. Finish.
Watch this next example. Watch this next example.
When I go in my job, I go for shop, I go grocery. My job is moldy bags. She is moldy bags. And I just said something, hey, let me help you. I do a sick heavy.
Yeah.
You understand? But me got touched that she's moldy bag. Understand? You have another woman. You have another woman porous. And then they like to say it's unisex. It's what? It's what? Unisex? Unisex? What the fuck is unisex? What the fuck is unisex?
Confusion.
That's confusion.
Genesis 6 and 11. This whole place is, the earth is corrupt, utterly ruined.
Hey, talking about that, man. No thing on it. This is Ezekiel 7 verse 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, also thou son of man, thus said the Lord power unto the land of Israel, an end. The end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be.
Abomination. Your damn girlfriend handbag around his blood neck.
She might use it to choke him with it. Shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. Thus said the Lord power, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come.
Yeah, any of your wickedness, all the wicked combination that you have push out every day. You understand? You two towards these women walking all home just to get attention.
Just to get attention.
Hey,
when you
Isaiah,
get attention, you suit them when you take the person.
I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't know you.
Get away from me.
But did they tell somebody I don't know?
No,
Like if you'll not speak to me. Yeah, I would like it if you do not speak
You
to
want
me,
to
please.
think of the face like you know? But you have one skin tight jeans and your brush shoulder. But a panty and a bra. Panty and a bra. What you want me to do as a bra?
You're real position.
There's a confusion. There's a confusion. That he's not bringing forth. He's not bringing forth. There's confusion. Enough. You have a woman. You get married to one woman, and that's your life day. But the Most High give us that desire to have more. So you're fighting against the innate spirit that's inside of you, right? But guess what? Take them feelings and turn it and put it in a man bottom. That's correct. But that's what he saw. This is the confusion that he saw putting in. He saw telling them, you have liberty, you have freedom. There's a slut, nothing wrong with that. Walk out here naked, right? Expose yourself. Woman liberation, freedom. Women are equal in rights, in opportunities, right? And they do all that crap they know, and men react as they should innately react, because the scripture talk about rape, take forcefully, right? And men react as the way they react. You know what? You oppress the men. You don't fucking scrutinize and persecute the women who went off. You crucify the men. You understand? That's confusion.
One girls from Wayne Skills to make the transgender movement a little more, to make them feel a little more comfortable.
The band the boys somewhere in trousers.
Nah, he talking about something else. He talking about something else.
Girls from Wayne Skills.
Oh.
Yeah, this one for the transgender. City boys one matter. Yeah, there's news.
The band girls from Wayne Skills to make the transgender movement a little more comfortable, to make them a little more comfortable. 40 schools in England.
You see, there's confusion again. As our brother brought it out. You go to the McDonald's, long time ago you saw boys' toilet and girls' toilet signified by the symbol on the door.
Right.
Now, it's boys, girl, and whatever. Because transgender can come in now.
Society accept that. That's why you're gonna feel it.
So hey, if you had a McDonald's where that Giselle is there now and I need to bust a hot shit, you know what? I can go inside there and sit down on a toilet bowl that a fucking woman on a period was just on.
Yeah.
You know what? And it makes sense because basically when I went in the Royal Castle toilet there the other day, I wanted that bin when they put the fucking period part. It's in the male toilet. Yeah, it's in the male toilet. Check it out. They have a bin there. I always say, man, what the fuck is doing inside here? But they're fucking homos inside there. They have homos inside fucking there. It's homos cashing. You understand? So it all making sense when they contemplate and add up. They have fucking faggots up inside there. They have transgender up inside there.
You can't get trained for a woman, but you could be a faggot. You could be a lesbian. You could cut off your rod.
Nothing wrong with that.
But once you get more than one woman, that's an evil thing.
This we do not fight again. You don't fight, this is Esau. You have a precept?
Isaiah 9 verse 16, it says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that have led of them are destroyed.
Who's the leader? The leader right now is the so-called white man. And he's telling you can be a transgender. As the brother was saying, the man, 9 school is it? 9? 40 school. Man women from wearing dresses. So they can allow a transgender he can fall in. So all these women can be in pants now. So he can, hey, get to this place.
That's right.
You understand? We think about this place, you don't want to be in this place. Why? This thing is that's your spirit.
It must have an end.
You understand? You don't want to be in this place. Because this is next to a woman. It's not even a fucking woman. It's a man.
Yep.
You understand?
Hey, like it's so Marcus I was showing me the scene last night with the thing with the tablet and the man would stand up and somebody said say I could make a thing in bagans just like one woman. So when you do something thinking there's a woman who comments, there's a man comment say it's another way to make it go wrong. You know ways to make it. But it's to slaughter them by kill all of them without mercy by.
And then here there's one know. Then here with these clubs is one know, right? When all these evil happening in the place, you gotta fight crime, you gotta love each other. Motherfucker, you have plan to see the wickedness.
Huh.
You have plan to see the wickedness. So now we harvest. Now it's reap.
I and Daniel, I was talking that the other day, but I'll bring it out after precept.
In Psalm chapter 82, verse 5, it says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
Ignorance. Total ignorance. These people out here ignorant. They know right, they don't know left, they don't know forward, they don't know backward.
Our precept here.
You understand?
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Yeah, the foundation is out of course. You understand? Look at the deforestation with the so-called white man doing. Cutting down all the trees. You understand? You understand? The unjust laws. Destroying the atmosphere, destroying the water.
Persecuting the righteous or the just man. Turning the whole laws upside down.
I think they were saying that on the news, and they were saying like some people falling down and get killed with the heat stroke now.
In Trinidad?
Nah.
Canada. I think two witness. He messaged me today and he like shoot them. I think it's I can't remember exactly, but I think it's more than 10. Tell me, he brave take out. Yeah, Kaha, yeah, Bashim, Yahushai, there's judgment. There's righteous judgment. And I'm sure it's Edomites too. I didn't go into it, but I'm sure it's Edomites. Yeah, right in the Bill Adam concrete building. It's a height from the sun. You understand?
And the real causing all this pollution on the earth. But yet this is supposed to be the most forward and thinking society of all time ever existed on the planet. All of this wickedness they're doing and polluting the earth. But this is supposed to be the most advanced society of all time ever. No other society was ever like this according to the so-called like this. Because you still don't know what the trees have an effect.
They advance in their purpose. Because they are the wicked. They are the sword. The scripture in 2 Ezra chapter 11 says, by the end, somebody get 2 Ezra chapter 11 verse 39. Look what the Lord tell you that he go and bring the end through them, you know. So they advance, yes, they advance. Come like this. Hey, I grew up with a lawyer, a Jake who's a lawyer. He went away. He went to England, right? And he come back, he talking to me and he tell me, hear what he's saying. I prophesied to him and he tell me, boy, what you talking about, boy? The world, and about 2 or 3 years ago, the world is at most peace it has ever been. Most peace, boy. But when they watching this status, he all over the world enjoying himself because he has the money. So he's in his heaven. So he gonna perish with the wicked in their heaven. Right?
After that precept
Yeah. 2 Ezra 11:29.
2 Ezra chapter 11 verse
39.
39. It says, art not thou it that remainest of the 4 beasts?
Right. I'm on, you can break it down to 4 beasts. The fourth beast. Right? Daniel's statue, the 4th beast. Right? Go ahead.
It says, who I made reign in my world that the end of their time might come through them.
You see? The Most High prophesied right there. He made them to reign in his world that the end of their times might come through them. Right? So it's most advanced. Because it's their destruction coming.
So at the end of the war.
2 Ezra 11 verse 39. It says, art not thou it that remainest of the 4 beasts, who I made to reign in my world that the end of their time might come through them.
Hey, I have a precept here. We're going back to what I was saying too. Because the Most High brought the end because of them in the beginning too. You understand? This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 10 verse, I'll start at verse 1 right here speaking about wisdom. She preserved the firstborn father of the world that was created alone and brought him out of his fall and gave him power to rule all things.
Comely and delicate daughters.
But when the unrighteous went away from her in his anger, he perished also in the fury wherewith he murdered his brother. For whose cause the earth being drunk with the flood, wisdom again preserved it and directed the course of the righteous in a piece of wood of small value. Right? Yeah. So it says because of the wicked, alright, the Most High brought the flood upon the world. So because of the so-called white man, the Most High brought the end in the beginning, and he just, the scripture say he like the judgment as a ring. Alright? So the Most High going and do the same thing again. But this time the world is preserved for fire. You understand?
Fire will rain down on Babylon.
That's right.
This is Babylon. This whole system the so-called white man set up is Babylon. America is the feet, the head, but the whole beast structure is that Babylon system.
Another bobo fire that I'm rasta and I'm chanting where they're stamping up the foot on the ground.
Blue flame fire one that
Another shit.
Another shit,
It's the same fire, brimstone and sulfur that the Most High rain down upon Sodom and Gomorrah. They just coming in the form of ICBMs. Rocket propelled.
Clip after clip. But this time it's nukes after nukes after nukes. Nukes after nukes after nukes. Hey, it's only fire in all the judgment. Most High gonna bring that fire. You understand? Hey.
And Jake C is that thing prepared for fire. Yeah, you mean to tell me that my father knows that nuclear missile long time? But he thinking it's going to be used for energy purposes. We're going to use it to take energy in the future. That's what my father think. What? Why tell him that?
Boy, he think good, you know, he think good. He did better than the rest.
Jake, no, it's not you. There's no idea, but them don't want to be for war. That's my grandpa.
Hey, if Jake a chance, they party on the fucking nuke.
Yeah. True.
They give a bitch a chance, she brush the fucking nuke.
Hey. She brush it?
Have sex with the Jews that they'll do.
This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 42 verse 20. Hey, I'll start at verse 19. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as Yahweh's servant, seeing many things, but thou observest not.
Yeah, but they don't really observe.
Can.
They're not observant. The attention span is
Short.
It don't matter, that's important to them.
That's important to them. They don't care. Come
Unless,
out from there.
unless they can party on it, innit?
Yeah. Anything with bullshit, they up in that fuckery, the people there.
Can.
Cut the whole thing, jokes, sit down on the fucking corner, smoke and a beer in your hand. That fucking Jake.
Sedated, right through.
Can. Opening the ears, but he hear it not. You understand? Verse 21, Yahweh.
They would get a message, they would hear it.
Can.
But yet still they would take in. You know we say they make sense, but fuck that. How we know this bitch here? Oh, it's a party tonight. Fuck that man. But we say it makes sense to them. This is a fucking degenerate boy. This place needs to fucking go, bro.
Right.
Needs to go. And the older heads, like the dumb as hell too. When you supposed to be the wise one.
No, the most I take away the wisdom from them.
Yeah, once I take away all the wisdom, all the no longer deserving of any kind of respect from the youth.
I got put
Now the youth, they totally disrespecting the elders.
That's why they don't consider.
And they don't consider
Because, hey, really and truly, we are the ancients. Really and truly. You understand?
in the spirit, yeah, can.
Yes, so now let's look up because how much time you was long by the breakfast shed and we see big old woman with the daughters who are about 25 just like stuff
No.
mother on the boat ride with them.
Now you're seeing videos with mothers fighting school children. This culture has no respect for elders anymore because elders are
And no
bullshit
respect for
too.
themselves. They are no respect for
They have
themselves.
no respect for them and they're real fucking bullshit.
Same as we have as well.
Scripture say, right? Scripture say don't be cheerful. Don't be cheerful with them.
Done.
You understand? And today when the barber shop check out when I come on the plantation, check out I'm a bedroom at Box Bar with me. This woman come here, you can see she young. She can be in she late 30s and she early 40s. She come with her daughter. And you can see to them, you can see his mother and daughter, but hey, they move like them is friends.
You know what I tell
Boy.
you? Mother,
They
I
move
don't
like
know
them
who's
is
going to say
friends.
that.
Yeah.
On
Big
Facebook.
woman, the trend is the friend.
Yeah.
What with you?
He saw do that.
On Facebook, I
He
feel
saw
like
do
that.
that.
If I may say this on Facebook, I can remember a time going through my profile. A mother and a daughter on some kind of beach party, something, both of them bend over for the picture. The girl comment and say, my hoe. See the fuck is it? She calling she mother, my hoe. Both of them bend over. I wish that was my family.
No, this place. You know, the scripture says that sins that reach up to heaven. This place over here.
You bring up yourself?
Because Matthew have a precept there to do.
Yeah,
The longest one.
And sins that reach up to heaven.
Since
Because
the ancient
how
that
the
day,
hell?
that reach up to you.
How the hell you and mother and you fuck and listen. Tell me now. Listen, you big woman in this place. Your child is not your fucking friend. Stop posing like a child is your fucking friend. And get right. Fuck out of here, man.
Go ahead now.
Isaiah 9 verse 14 says, therefore Yahweh will cut off from Israel head and tail, branch and rush in one day. The ancient and honorable, he is the head and the prophet that teacheth lies.
That's why the scripture says in Jeremiah 14 and 2, it says the elders, the farmers, they go and they fade away. Unless no more.
Must I take that away from them?
Unless no more have the wisdom and the Heavenly Father ordained unto you all. So you all don't even know the fucking lead.
I got two players.
Now your children leading you. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
That's all I prophecy.
I got two for you. I want to touch the one with the elders and touch the one that's supposed to smile up with your chair and everything.
Right. Always smiling with your children like a children is a damn friend. What the hell?
Job 32:7, I said, they should speak, and multitude of years should teach wisdom. Right? Jump down to verse, I'm going to verse 8. But there is a spirit in man that giveth inspiration of the Almighty. He he said, but there is a spirit in man, and this inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. Great men not always wise, neither do age understand judgment. And this is what the brother going into. The most I take away the wisdom and understanding from the age. They don't understand judgment. You understand? That's why you see all this madness out there.
No, the age walking I'm talking about. The age men walking I'm talking about. Oh, you have one life to live by. Live it, yes? What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Let me bring this real quick.
Yeah.
In Matthew 11, verse 25. At that time Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight.
I'll come after what?
Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 21. It says, and I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people, that is elect. It says, let the multitude perish then, that was born in bed, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. That you degenerate.
God
tell all you perish, all you born in bed. Waste and spoke.
Waste and bird.
Call them the two-third pussy.
The scripture say, the Most High know to save the just, and how to preserve the ungodly. The Most High preserving you niggas to put you out to death.
That's right.
Right? I can bring this one for you, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 9. He said, conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness. Right? He said, laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him, and lest thou gash thy teeth in the end.
That's why the children no longer look at you as serious. They laugh at all in the face now.
Hey, you just have to even talk to them 2-3 times. A man I can't take talk, don't say 2-3 more times.
Because really and truly, the more serious parent is the father.
Yeah.
But what they do, they get rid of the father. They get rid of the father out of the house now, no children ruling over you.
The mother
like your children, your fucking friend.
can't. Mother go be, you go leave them now. Leave them. Leave them.
So like yeah, that is why the woman I was thinking she had chop off.
Because a child raising a child. A child raising a child. Right? Verse 11, he said, give him no liberty in his youth.
Yeah, don't give him no liberty, don't give him no passage, boy. Don't allow him children always testing you out. Always testing parents.
Hey, watch it, right? I tell him, like I telling somebody, I say, hey, don't let that child do you that again, whatever the case is, she's son, eh? Said next time that child goes, get so sad, so that.
I'm going to ask something for this. This is Ezekiel 16 verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
Yeah. That's why these women need a head. You understand? They need a head.
No head in possession is spoiled.
Right?
I think I Ecclesiasticus.
Can. Yeah, back in Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 11, he said, give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his folly. Don't wink at the brother was saying, hey, don't let it happen again. Don't wink at the folly. Speaking when he said him, he's speaking to him and she. Don't wink together.
Sir, sir, just add the scene too, right? A chief, what chief does do to the village? You bring order. What principal does do to our school? Bring order, right? We see meaning of father.
Order.
When you go into the term father, means principal, chief,
Teacher.
originator, or teacher of the family. So when you move the father, it no longer have order, it no longer have the head. You understand?
Yeah, but there's no head and possession. Because the woman is a possession. Possession is spoiled and there's no head. And I'll go get that for you in a while.
Hey,
Because even a mother who can raise a child, it's scary. You understand? Because I have evidence of that with my sister and my son. Because father know we are wrong.
If I could say this, that child just gonna, if it's a man child, that man gonna go emotional. That's why you're real emotional man out there and say right now.
Born a few days.
A
few days.
Guys,
Man don't have a woman.
emotional about things. How the woman naturally is.
You know my father always talking. He always talking. We smile and we girl and everything.
Migo.
And then he came up to me and the first thing I did, I smiled. And something I smile at him. This is why I smile at him. Joe.
I got a piece of for you.
Somebody crack a joke. We just smile and we talk to them. Everything to be smile and it. You know what I mean? He teach me to be serious too. That is why the sign always laughing.
I got a piece of for you.
Put it on top there.
What thing for the camera? Turn the camera to.
Mira, tú eres venezolano, ¿sí? Ah, sí. En historia tu padre es esclavo, ¿sí? Tú sabes, ¿eh? En la Biblia, nombre de Jacob, ¿sabes Jacob en la Biblia? Jacob es nosotros padre, ¿eh? Sí. Tú solo mirando sos blanco, a mí muy negra.
Correcto.
Es una familia también.
Claro.
Ahora nosotros viviendo en el mundo de hombre blanco, ¿tú sabes? Porque Dios habló esto. En la Biblia Dios pensar el hombre, el Dios poner el mundo en el mano de blanco hombre, ¿eh?
Okay.
Sí, por esta nosotros tú es esclavos también.
Okay.
Y tú en Trinidad, yo adentro también, ¿sí? Sí, ahí. En este mundo, ¿sí? Ustedes tienen leyes de hombre de blanco, ¿sí? Ley de hombre blanco es la ley de 10. Por ejemplo, tu barba, tú no cortar toda barba. Solo uno ley de Dios. Por la hombre, ¿eh? Por el hombre. Por chica, esta es tu esposa. Sí. No tiene esta cosa en tu...
No.
Yeah, no importante. Porque Dios sabe, tú con mujer, tu pisar mujer, esta es tu esposa, ¿eh?
Sí.
Yeah, sí. Ay. Importante tú sabes la Biblia. Tú eres un hombre.
A ver, sometimes.
Dios hablando con hombres primero. Después tú hablando con tu esposa. Sí, tú eres profesor de tu esposa, ¿eh? Sí. Este es tu amigo o... sí, sí. Importante tú sabes también, ¿eh? No cortar toda baba, ¿eh? Sí. Esta, no cortar toda, ¿eh? Sí. Ahora tu cara muy limpio. Es la ley de Dios. ¿Sí? En las iglesias, pastas hablando, tú haces cosas de este mundo, ¿eh? Tú mira en la Biblia. Dios tiene leyes. ¿Sí? Importante tú sabes, ¿eh? Importante porque tú quieres un diferente a la mente, ¿eh? Tú pones la ley de Dios adentro de tu cabeza, adentro de tu mente, después tú eres diferente hombre, ¿eh? Tú eres no hombre, tú eres vejea hombre. Después, ¿eh? Importante. En el futuro tú no cortarás, ¿eh? Importante tú sabes, tú eres niño de Dios, ¿eh?
Hijo de Dios.
No toda gente es niño de Dios. Porque en el mundo, en el mundo tiene 80 naciones, 80 gente en el mundo. En el primer tiempo, cuando Dios hace todas cosas, toda gente, es 80, ¿sí? Ahora también, es diferente, Tú es ¿sí? ¿Eso? Este es el blanco hombre de diablos. Es el diablo, blanco hombre de diablos en la Biblia. ¿Sí? Porque muchas falsas cosas. Hablando sobre muchas tontas cosas y falsas cosas también. No verdad, no cosas no verdad de esta gente. Lees y todas cosas hablando con toda gente en el mundo. ¿Sí? Por esta Dios pensar, este hombre es el diablo. ¿Sí? No. Tú mira en película, blanco hombre pensar es hombre con rojo hombre con cosas, con esta es no Satan. ¿Tú sabes Satan? Sí, es diferente, es blanco hombre. Este hombre es el diablo. Nombre en la Biblia es Iso. Sí. Por esta, todas iglesias ahora en este mundo es de este hombre, hablando cosas de este hombre, no cosas de Dios. Sí, importante tú sabes esta.
Y son muy mal.
¿Sí? Sí. Este hombre, cabeza, adentro es sucio cosas, sucio, es mierda adentro, en la cabeza de hombre. Por eso es cucaracha en el mundo, Importante tú sabes, no contar, tú comes puerco, es muy mal por tú, en la Biblia, Porque Dios escribe eso en la Biblia. Por tú, importante tú hacer la ley de Dios. Tener la ley de Dios adentro de tu mente, esto es diferente. En la iglesia vas a pensar, tú comes toda cosa. ¿Sí? Eso es muy mal. En la Biblia tú tienes cosas que comes, cosas que no comes. ¿Sí? Cosas que tú haces, cosas que no haces. Importante tú sabes. Este es tu esposo, tú es la cabeza de tu esposa. Dios habla esto. Importante tú sabes. Importante tú escuchar tu esposa. Importante tú sabes esto. Sí, porque es tu
Muy importante.
Hombre, tú tienes esposa. Cuando es no problema, Dios piensa, tú tienes muchas mujeres. Solo uno importante, tú sabes, Importante, tú tienes dinero por estas mujeres, Porque tú, no problema, tú trabajas por 10 días. Mira, escribe una cosa.
Yeah, so going back to, brother was said he fired some from the tribe.
Some
The
Latinos.
tribe of Asher, Brother was speaking in tongues, Nowadays, what we ask Christians.
Can.
God.
Talk, take it up, talk.
Corinthians 14, I will bring the axe.
La próxima semana,
No problema,
La próxima semana,
Quieres diferente nombre,
Jueves.
This is Acts chapter 2 and start at verse 1, right?
You just bring on the Corinthians 4.
God.
And when the day of Pentecost was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a song from heaven, as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting, and there appeared unto them cloven tongues like as of fire, and it sat upon each of them, and they were all filled with the Holy Spirit, and began to speak with,
Right? Right.
speak with other tongues, as the Spirit gave them utterance. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven.
Now, why they want speaking in tongues is because it had different nationalities and different people with different languages. Now it's telling you the different places that was there.
Now when this was noise abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language.
Language.
If you speak a different language, if you speak in English, another brother will speak in French, another brother will speak in Patois, another brother will speak in Spanish. Like we're talking about, you're talking about this madness of the teaching in the so-called Alat houses.
When the Spirit of the Most High come upon you, right? You speak in tongues and you prophesy. Right? Or something here. This is 1 Samuel 10 verse 6, and it says, and the Spirit of Yahweh will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them, and shall return into another man.
Right. Acts 2:7, and they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, behold, are not all these which speak Galileans?
Is that all that speak English?
And how hear we every man in our own tongue, wherein we were born?
Spanish,
If
Dutch.
was born in speak English, how it is that these men speak in so much different languages? They were talking about. They're not talking about
Unless a child born with some kind of speaking problem in the head.
Yeah, Paul speak about everything too. Or the read First Corinthians 14.
Or like the apostle to Bar.
But there's all things that we when all is just speaking a different language. Now, time to come this one, that's always the Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 9. But then I will turn to the people in pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh.
A pure language is the first language that was on place in the earth. It's just speaking.
Lashawan Kwarash.
Lashawan Kwarash.
Who the man the Lord? What name the man the Lord called on? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh.
Shai.
Something pure is something without any mixture. Raw.
With one consent.
One
Yahweh Hashem
Yahushai. Bashamaka Kwarash.
Hey, can bring the Corinthians 14 now.
This is Corinthians.
First Corinthians
Guys.
14 and
1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 27.
start from 2 up, you go up to 27.
Read from 2 to 27.
14 and start from 2.
From 2. This is Acts chapter Salakia. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 2. For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue
Go ahead.
speaketh not unto men, but unto the Most High.
Can.
For no man understandeth him. Howbeit in the spirit he speaketh a mystery.
A mystery.
Like because the person couldn't understand that language.
No, that is what it is used in the churches.
Yes.
It's
You
a
see?
mystery that.
It's a mystery.
Yeah. No, but the only person who understands is the person who speaks it.
When they have to understand it, they say the Most High, the Most High, and the soldiers understand it. And Satan can understand
What
it.
does it say that?
So they say the Holy Spirit has interpreted the language of the Most High.
Hey,
Would that really originate a Bible?
I forget where.
My brother brought it up here.
Doctrines of devils.
I want.
Bible is
Okay, you supposed to.
when you check it out, when an unclean spirit enter in somebody, that is already done.
Can.
So basically, when them gain on that way, it's unclean spirit them.
Yep.
And falling down and talking,
And starting slavery.
Because
See the woman used to do that.
when the spirits went into the swine, what would the swine and them do? The swine went mad and went in the sea and killed themselves. And that is what is born in the churches. They just fall down, eat up,
Run around the
spit all out
church.
their mouths.
Which part in the scriptures you go see and say that whole? Which part in the scriptures you see that behavior and say that is whole? And nothing holy about that guy. And nothing holy about that guy.
holy madness.
Because when the spirit, the Holy Spirit come upon you, they just prophesy.
Yeah, like everything be done decently and in order.
Because when you read through the scriptures, anytime the spirit and the Most High come upon these prophets, what do they do? Prophesy. You don't see them turn up and gain one.
Just now there, the spirit came upon me to curse out the fucking nigga woman. Now the spirit of the human side. And I brought out scriptures on it too. You know? What did you see that? Huh?
Yeah, but the scripture says, speak thou in the ears of my children the words of prophecy.
The words of prophecy.
No babbling.
Say the spirit of Yahweh.
Can.
Yeah, we go into it here. What is that?
Let me get a quick precept there.
Yeah, go on.
Because that is some valid point. And this really the prophets was doing to the people, giving them understanding. Right? Nehemiah. Right? It's Nehemiah 8 and 8. Yeah. This is Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 8. So they read in the book of the law of the Most High distinctly, distinctively, and give sense.
And give the sense. They didn't babble. Fuck all they like babbling shit.
And cause them to understand the reading.
God. So when somebody, the Holy Spirit comes upon somebody, when they do the prophesy out of the scriptures, and they give the understanding.
Well, really, truth, that thing that was going on in church about jumping up and sitting up and crying and bawling, really and truly, I just have a scripture just to back up the point I want to bring. And this Acts chapter 8, I'll start at 6 to 7, and the people one accord give heed unto those things that Philip spake, saying, hearing and seeing the miracles which he did. For unclean spirits, crying with loud voice, came out of many who were possessed with them. So more or less that crying and that bawling and again, I'm sure that really is unclean spirits. Really going on there, that the only time in the scripture already talk about them things. Pertain to unclean spirits.
Like when them woman and they,
Come after, come after.
Verse Samuel chapter 2 and verse 3. Don't no more exceeding the providence. Let not arrogance come out of your mouth. For Yahweh Hashem will show the power of knowledge. And by him actions are way.
It's a God of knowledge.
You said that the Corinthians,
Yeah.
Something you can't understand. When the prophet spoke, they spoke sense for people that they can understand. Not something that don't make any sense. And even when you ask people what they just say, they say, oh, I don't know. They never know what they say. That is not of the heavenly Father. Your Father is a God of knowledge and understanding. Fucking don't understand that babbling shit. Yeah.
This is Romans chapter 13, verse 12. It says, the night is fast spent, and the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
That's speaking in tongues, let us bring the churches to work that out.
That's right.
I continue there. No light. Like pure dark.
you can't understand it.
You can't understand it.
When you see in your fucking way, because the darkness confusion.
Paul say, if I speak, the people start watching like a man. If I speak like that, you're babbling. People are watching like a man. When you have a shy, if I could say, when you have a shy came, speak to Paul. Paul, when he was reiterating the whole scenario, say, I heard in a Hebrew
Tongue.
Saul, why it was
Right.
written down?
Not Babylon. In a Hebrew tongue.
And when you go to the Hebrew characters, you see Abagada. So where the fuck you get this Robocoboloto? Where you
I
get
do
that?
offended, my dear.
The scripture says, get wisdom, and with all light, getting understanding.
Then the scripture says, going to understanding, not babbling.
So if you go to church,
You see my one word. Yeah, go.
if you go to church and the pastor babbling, and you get no understanding, how that profit in you?
God.
How to edify.
Hey, that was Paul was telling me.
That was Roman
Hey,
Catholic churches.
I was not going to say that. You see the people that believe in the pastor, they don't believe in the Bible. They believe in the pastor, what the pastor says. They don't believe in what the
Hey, Salakia, that's why you see the Roman Catholic church. Because when I listen to them talk, I like Father Harvey. I like Father Harvey.
Why like my father?
It's like Father Harvey. We like my Father Harvey, how he does look, how he does talk. It's like the man. Them studying the message. Because Father Harvey just play to fucking sleep, no lie. I was in Catholic church, he just play to sleep. Hey, watch the best bedtime story is to go to a Catholic church.
My brother asked a woman upstairs that she got changed. She said that prayed out in the open. That's supposed to do that. She said, when I did, she did little kid in Matthew 6 and 6. Matthew 5 and 6.
6.
6, 5 and 6. And he showed you over. You know what she said? She said that can't be right.
But that come like the fourth night. So when we were saying that what that the Most High calls it so, yeah, he said if God said that then he's a fool. Blatantly, if God said that he's a fool, until then I'm telling me, well, I ID card. These people
broke down by Dotish by.
Revolted and gone.
That's what I said, right?
Hey, Salakia,
You believe in the pastor, you don't believe in the scripture. The scripture says something different. And the pastor, you believe in what the pastor says.
They worship
I
the
like my
creator.
pastor. Where I like what the
They
pastor.
worship the
Creature.
creation more than the creator.
Exactly.
People just go like refugee in countries and forge papers to stay and all kind of thing.
Then a nigger will say something like, that is men write that book. Yo,
When I went to school, man, write this fucking textbook.
the same book that they read in fucking school, if you write it to
You
dummy.
go to tertiary education, you go to university. There's a man write the philosophies that they believe in it. You understand? Go on, bring it, please.
Right, so when it comes to 1 Corinthians chapter 14, start from 4 all the way down to 6. He that speaketh an unknown tongue edifieth himself.
Yeah, he's speaking to himself. If he's speaking on unknown tongue, then the whole congregation here. Apostle Gabao was talking about bringing out the word edification. It's a draw out, right? It's a draw out. So if he's speaking on unknown tongue in the multitude of the congregation, people can edifying yourself. You understand? You're not drawing nothing out because you're supposed to bring that knowledge out of the person, bring it into reality, bring it into conceptualization. Go ahead.
But he that prophesied edified the church.
He that prophesied edified the church. Prophesy means to tell before time, and also Yahweh shines the spirit of prophecy. So we come out here and we bring the prophecies out of the scriptures. World War III, martial law, the mark of the beast, microchip, right?
What's we elders? I was not talking about we elders. But the camera and we elders. What's what we elders is? Famish, finish. Like we elders. Stand up and laugh in sky just so. Good. Go back.
Go ahead.
I would that he all spake with tongues, but rather that he prophesied.
Now you prophesy. So we bringing out the prophecies. Somebody can get 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 1. Go ahead.
For greater is he that prophesied than he that speaketh with tongues.
It says he that prophesied and he that speaketh in tongues. Right? Because when you prophesy, you tell before time, you warn the people, you prepare the people. That's what the watchmen are supposed to do. Go ahead now.
The 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 1, he said, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the word of prophecy.
Hey, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Right? So that's why it's important that the prophets be out here. pro means before, sign means to tell before time. Right? We warning you, we marking you, we preparing you for the day of destruction, the day of doom, the day of judgment. Now we're trying to come back on earth to the world ignorant. He called Jesus Christ to come and reason with each man and each woman. These proud ass bitches quick to tell you, let the Lord be my judge. You don't want the Lord to judge you? Well, back, hey, take example. The scriptures was written there for our learning. And back in the day with Moses, when Israel was all emotional about Moses dealing with Yahweh, but Ishmael, Shah on the rock, on Mount Horeb, on Mount Sinai, right? What they do? They say like Moses wanted the Lord for himself, right? Them talk to we. The Lord only thunder from the mountain. What happened? They quake. You understand? But you're proud, and you all don't take these things into consideration. Israel don't consider. You understand? You all don't consider. The Most High open up the earth and he did a new thing. Open up the earth and swallow them upon the rebellion mind. Go ahead,
Except he interprets that the church may receive edifiance.
Yeah, so if you have the gift, you have to interpret, right? So that the church may, the body, the church is the body, right? He edified. The brother had the gift of tongue in the camp. Guess what he do? He edified to those who can understand, right? He interpreted this message from the English into what? The Espanol, the Spanish, right? So they understand what it is about. First thing that would probably open is to see Diablo, Jesus, es negro, no blanco, right? Yahweh Shai is negro, not blanco, not the so-called white man, right? This is a lie, deception. You see the importance of the sign, right? It's a draw them in. Go ahead, Al.
Now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what shall I profit you, except I shall speak to you either by revelation, or by knowledge, or by prophesying, or by doctrine?
Right. You see, because they use, hold it back, I want to get back to that last verse. Because they have many false prophets that use the word maliciously, right? They come out there and they say speaking in tongues, blah blah blah, yeah, robo show. How do you train robo show, all that bullshit. All of them saying the same thing, and none of them, all of them say the robo show was, I listen at all of them say the same thing. I don't know, or they can't say, not one of them can say what they're talking about.
And they do it at the same time too.
Yeah, do it at the same time. No, one of them can say what's the message. No, they can say what's the message. I know the Holy Spirit come over me. It's because it's about vain glory. You're trying to say that you have something that we don't have, or somebody else don't have. The next man will come up and say, have all ever healed? And I remember that the man come up, have all ever healed? I touch a man and I heal him. And I heal, hey, the scripture talk about healing with the words. Go ahead.
Matthew 7:21 is for you.
With 1 Corinthians chapter 40 and verse 6. Now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what shall I profit you, except I shall speak to you either by revelation,
Go ahead,
or by knowledge.
So we reveal the mysteries. This is how this is it, breaking up the simplest form. What does it mean? Now, John 3:16. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten. So which world he talking about? He talking about the cosmos, the group of society of homogeneous people. That is Israel, right? He gave his only begotten son, Matthew 1:21. Yahweh Shai died for his people for their sins. Sins is a transgression of the law, so it makes sense. Go ahead.
Or by prophesying, or by doctrine.
Jumping
up to 13. Wherefore, let him that speaketh in an unknown tongue pray that he may interpret.
Hey, pray that he may interpret. If he's speaking a different language, you better just interpret the Spanish into the English and spoke the English and translate the English back to the Spanish. She communicated with the person in the unknown language.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 27. If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by two, or at most by three, and that by course let one interpret. But if there be no interpretator, let them keep silent in the church.
Let them keep silent. No, shut up.
And let them speak to himself and to Yahweh.
Yeah.
In the church, if I say something, right? That's straight cut for them to back it up as Christian, because there's the New Testament. There's the New Testament saying that they are supposed to stop babbling.
They don't believe in the word. They believe in what they don't believe in the word. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 33. For Yahweh is not the author of confusion,
Yeah, he's not the author of confusion, but go ahead.
but of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
Right, but of peace, give me Galatians chapter 5, and check around verse 21.
If I say this, the scripture said that all things be done unto edification.
Okay.
Now when you're talking in an unknown tongue, that is like, somebody was to come here and teach in French, people would understand, so that wouldn't be to the edifying and the church. Alright, so then your person would then have to come and translate. Every person can speak, every person not bilingual, I mean they can speak English and French. Then guess what? Somebody who could understand that would come and translate for the edifying anybody. But then over robo, bing bang boom bang boom. That is, guess what? That ain't no language, and it's not edifying. That's not edifying anybody. Alright, like yesterday I was in the clinic, and as wicked as they are, them Muslims, when they be talking Arabic. So one of the guy he was talking to another guy in Arabic, but he was talking hard. And what he knows walk out and say translate. But guess what? They will tell him translate, but when they go in church and they're speaking all the bullshit, you tell them to translate, but they can't. Alright? How the hell you can actually sit and believe that is what the Most High, that is what the Most High actually doing here, but
a strong illusion,
Now the author of confusion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Big man, big woman who believe in that shit.
yeah, when they look up the word,
Don't believe in this scripture.
when they look up the word edification, it means to build. How boom bang boom bang boom, how that building up anything. That don't building nothing. People don't foolish themselves.
Other than boulders.
You literally say no, you are no that to say that it's the language on both sides. You really what proof that didn't have any history that people that the Most blessed people that would not talk. Even when the Most High wrote and spoke in a tongue that people didn't know, guess what? It was translated many technical passes. It wasn't bing bang boom bang boom, it wasn't that. For you to believe that the Most High talking, that you had to be above me.
If I could say something, like you tell people, hey, the Bible written in Hebrew and Greek, right? And they'll tell them, hey, the name is Yahweh. They'll say, when we don't speak Hebrew, so we don't understand that I believe in Jesus. But guess what? I don't understand robo, shobo, kobo, mobo, and these kind of things. So you're cutting yourself. I don't understand that bullshit. But you tell me the angels translated.
What's the reason why they say they speak robo shobo thing? Because they say the Holy Spirit come on them.
Yeah.
Galatians chapter 5 and verse 22.
Holy Spirit.
But the fruit of the Spirit is
Yeah, the fruit of the Spirit. Right? This is why they say they claiming to speak this unknown language. Go ahead.
fruit of the Spirit is love, peace, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law.
So this is why I get when the scripture is broken down through the Holy Spirit correctly, going back into the Hebrew, going back into the Greek to bring forth understanding and edification. But when you bring robo, shobo, toto, kobo, all you get is a headache and some boulders in your face.
Feeling a headache in your mind.
You understand? So it doesn't make sense.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 16. But shun profane and vain babbling, for they will increase unto more ungodliness.
Straight to the point.
Yep.
I'm happy to say, these are 1 Corinthians chapter 14. 1 Corinthians 14 and the last verse. It says, only last verse. First Corinthians 14 says, for the Most High is not the author of confusion. And the word babble come from the word babal, which means confusion, like when I'm making a babbling noise. It's a confused noise. And that speaking in tongues or in the church is freaking babbling. So the Most High is not the author of that confusion, basically. The Most High is not the author. Yahweh Hashem is not the author. That babbling all they be doing.
Guess what? That babbling and that them spasms really be happening with your body jumping and guess what? When you go into the scriptures, that is how unclean spirits used to have people. That's how unclean spirits have people. How the hell is the Holy Spirit? Scripture said when the Holy Spirit came upon them, they prophesied. Let me read this real quick. It says Numbers chapter 11, verse 26. But there remained 2 men in the camp. The name of one was Eldad, and the name of the other was Medad, and the Spirit rested upon them. So this Holy Spirit was upon these men. Alright? And they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. So the Holy Spirit upon you, prophesy. Not, you don't do that shit. Alright? That is all gimmicks. Like this blasted gas Nigerian pastor cured impotency by putting butt crack on our next man's dick. And that will cure his dick from that is bullshit. That the kind of fool is going through people's mind. Alright? Like one being charged for selling tickets to go to heaven. And you fuckers, you be buying that shit. You buying that shit. You people so bugged up, you believe anything.
Nobody wanna have a congregation in grass.
Hey, nobody want to sell in the blood of Jesus.
Body one had an old woman line up on the beach, right? Bend over, butt naked, and he pushing the penis in the wall.
One who's selling the holy milk.
Holy milk, boy. Holy milk is the classic.
Hey, church business is the business.
Hey, ain't no business but show business. And guess what? I do church is show business.
Show business. Broke went into that.
You understand?
And he had he sing gospel in the BT Awards. No. Hey, this place, like God.
No wonder people are they believe the Bible is really saying that. Why? Because these people teach it that full. So when they teach that, people will walk out and say Bible is shit. And sometimes they don't blame Jake for saying what he's saying, you know. Because it's wait, hold on. They want to do
Yeah.
Oh, that Bible is shit. So you know, it's see, I'll put that these people do it. That was a teaching.
Cause people to
The Bible don't teach that fucking bullshit, yo.
Yeah, but actually you got to check for yourself too.
Can't.
You say blame that before thou examine the truth.
The Bible is teaching. Somebody teaching fucking shit.
Work out your own salvation.
Yo, work out your own salvation. Learn to understand. Read. Stop talking about I believe in my pastor.
All nigga, you just shake it.
Pastor, that's fucking liar, Jen. Read the Bible. Read the Bible. Read that.
Because Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 23. If therefore the whole church be come together into one place, and all speak with tongues, and they come in those that are unlearned or unbelievers, will they not say that ye are mad?
They will call you a mad person, talking blah sheep. That is not edification to the Israelites. That is not edification to the people.
And that used to go on. You understand? People come in the church. When I used to be in Christianity, people coming in the church like outside. When they come to Christian, they churn. They come in and they say, what kind of madness is this? And it's a whole comedy fest because when they started speaking tongues, children laughing and them kind of different thing. It used to look funny.
No, when people watch TV and they say, I just watch these little clips on Facebook, right? Where people eating grass and all that. When Jake so simple. He was looking around and say, hold on, Bible say do that? Nah, of course he would say the Bible is bullshit. Because I would say shit on a teacher. Yeah.
It's Isaiah 34 verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read.
Seek out the book and read. Don't believe in what the pastor says. The Bible does not believe in people being ignorant. Read, where
Hey, the ship just says the Most High only good. He loved them as well as wisdom.
This is Revelation chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
Blessed is he that readeth.
See that is spirit?
Bless. If you
See that is spirit?
They
go in it over again.
You can. That's how else that? Yeah. You now come.
So you're blessed that read it. Anybody can read. But
Anybody
who understand,
Right.
right?
But even said if they read, then at least search it out. They say nah, that's not what they're talking about. But what they're talking about, and they don't try to search it out at least.
Two-thirds naga source not now.
Yeah,
They have a slum. Most I put a slum the spirit on them.
We already know that spirit on all this.
This is
darkness.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 13. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. See how they read? If somebody spoon feeding, they can spoon feed any bullshit.
So like yeah, can you read Isaiah 34:16 already? Alright.
Okay, the scriptures say, and lo, my enemy wrote a book and I read it upon my head like a crown. You understand? See how they read? You understand? Study to show that yourself approved.
Right.
Somebody can come to the church of Maria and tell them that you can come. Because when you scripture say about the church of Maria,
They're searching it out. Yeah.
Hey, this is what these Christians doing. It says 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Yahweh Shai, whom we have not preached, or if we receive another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. So Paul's saying, if somebody come and teach some bullshit to you, you're going to accept it. You understand? You're going to accept it. And that is 2/3 of Israel. They run with every wind of doctrine. You understand? Colossians 2:18. They say, we don't run after doctrine of man with his puffer, with his fleshy mind.
It says St. John.
And that is why the scriptures say be rooted and grounded in the truth. Alright? Some men forget about building upon the foundation. When I build a foundation, if your foundation weak, then the structure weak. Alright? They want to forget, past the building blocks to go on to trying to do the deep, dark breakdowns. But then when you want to go into these dark sins and you miss the foundation, then somebody can come with some easy topic and make your whole building crumble. Because why? They're taking you back to the roots and then they can't answer, and they're going to start a question where you're really in. You want to break down Genesis chapter 1 where you don't know who salvation for.
You brought out earlier.
Then they will tell you salvation, the Edomites is saved, and then you'll say, nah, yeah,
You dig too deep. When you get water too deep, the minerals is damage you. Come like them digging deep, and the minerals is in them. Sincere milk.
And this one here, this is St. John chapter 5 verse 39. Search the scriptures, for in them he think he have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. Right?
It comes like they're condemning the Bible, right? But it's the Bible, it's the same book that all they're condemning, they're going to put on it. It comes like God, that was God said. God said the very instrument that they used to condemn us that is what saved us. The same book that all they're condemning, that is what all the children.
You see, they get heartbroken. They get heartbroken.
They totally disregard the very book that how only true.
And one more question.
That's what you call Yahweh Shai teacher, right? But look how Yahweh Shai began to teach. That's not really quick. This is Matthew 5 verse 1. And seeing the multitude, he went up into the mountain. And when he was set, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You didn't start off with Genesis, but in the beginning, guess what? It's a process you have to go through. Guess what? Genesis, not because Genesis is the beginning of the book, neither is the beginning of the class. Genesis is a hard book. Especially Genesis chapter 1, 2, and 3. And even up to chapter 6. Alright? Because you people believe that it had tall men 50 feet tall back there, and the angels came down and 400 feet tall, and had sex with women back then. Yeah. The scripture said you have desire patience. You have need of patience. And you have need of one teacher again. And it says, as babes desire the sincere milk of the scriptures. Understand?
No, but Jake wanna jump in. He wanna jump into Genesis one time. Well, let's question him. What Genesis 1:1 mean? Or ask them where the people and them, where all the people in with Adam and Eve. Where there's who did Cain went and married off? Jake just lost and start fighting.
Sometimes when you break it down a building, you just have to start from the root. You can't start from the bottom because the whole fucking thing will come crumbling down on you. Understand? So start from top and come down.
Yes,
Then you
time
understand
to
the
young scaffolding.
Jake will tell you, I know the Bible. I know, I tell you, since I small, I know the Bible. You don't know nothing, Jake. You don't know nothing. That's how you understand start off. I don't know nothing. I lost.
You better see better than from LA.
My scripture say what to be, you become a fool to be wise.
Exactly.
Yeah. The brother from LA was saying what? They will tell a nigga something and they'll say, well, a brother in the camp, a brother that's going off now. They say, yeah, I got this. He said, nigga, you don't know nothing. You don't have nothing. If you didn't know it and you had it, you wouldn't go off.
Right.
You understand? You had to empty your cup. Now, humility. And you know, humility because, as always, brothers will say, could say if I lie, as always say, you have to watch each and every one of us as the Lord speaking through each and every one of us, because we were claimed to be prophets of the Lord. The voice of the Most and the Most High. So a brother could reprove me and tell me, hey, I have to consider that the Lord speaking to me. And he might even do it loud. He might do it in a subtle kind of way, like, hey, that's precept.
Daniel was what a young man when the judge says at his face. It's like this. We are all vessels. That is all we are vessels. We want to be many vessels you want.
And to precepts here, is 2 Timothy.
Lord used the youngest of Jacob's sons to bring them into Egypt. Joseph, at that point, the youngest of his sons.
Samuel was young.
He was David, youngest of Jesse's sons. He ruled over his inheritance.
They were saying,
I was young.
very few Negroes that people like that
I know he's the youngest. So is the big brother. And the most are using me.
We were talking about pride. Pride is equal to one time.
Emotion.
Emotion is kind of equal to one time.
2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that is needed, not to be
Yeah,
ashamed.
the Bible never says study a pastor to show thyself approved. It says study to show thyself approved. Not I believe in my pastor.
Tell you, that's a serious thing like that. Like church, you know. Or they can test it, or they can try it out. Prove it. Ask the person who the church. When learn today, they'll tell you what was read. Right? What you like about hey, basically that's like the fucking father black or father brown. That's like the man on the pulpit.
Ask them what they learn today.
It's
It's a real Christian. They learn nothing. That's part they learn.
I didn't touch that right, they divide in the word. Go ahead.
This is 1 John 1:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Yahweh.
Yeah, so the word try there. The word try means to prove, to test. Try the spirits if they are of Yahweh. The scripture say, if they speak according to this word, it's because there's no light in them. The light goes back to Yahweh Shai. He's the light of the world. Right? So if they don't come in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy, Yahweh Shai not in them.
Hey, Christians, when they read that scripture to them, they go think it's some, when they say try the spirit, they go think it's spirit sin. Yeah. That's all they're thinking of. When they say try the spirit, they're talking about people. Try the spirit because there's just a spirit in our body. The scripture
hey, and then have men who in the truth who gonna use that scripture maliciously too. We're gonna provoke you and talk about their tribe. They're gonna provoke you and then talk about, hey, I know you was one with that.
Yeah, I'm going to provoke me. You understand? You provoke me. Go ahead.
John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profited nothing.
Yeah, the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profited little or nothing.
The
You know
work-
why? Because your works gonna be reproved. Right? Whereas before you used to come into adultery, you come out here on a Friday evening, you'd be like that same old Jake. You get a beer, you get a cigarette, right? You drink yourself into a stupor and then go look for some host to come into adultery. Right? But no, because you look to fight, be riotous, right? Be a striker. But no, we reprove. The spirit is reproved. That's how the spirit profit because it reprove. It turn away from now wickedness unto righteousness.
Hey, guess what? When you're coming into this truth, well, I can speak for myself, but you know, coming into this truth, you don't just come in and just rock and just change. It's a process, because I can remember like years, like when I look at, you know, years leading up to me coming in the truth, I realized that you know, certain things that I would just lose the interest for or stop doing, and that is the most I prepare you for the truth.
Hey, so what I'm bringing that out, and now my testimony important. When I 2 years before or a year before I come into the truth, I started to work shift. The HR man on certain department where I work in walked up to me. You come and work by me. That's what he said, you know. I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't want. He said, hey, don't worry. I'll just call you and tell you when they come. I'm going to work all the paperwork and put me in a position. And when I came in, I started to work shift. And I think it was a year before. And then a year in, the truth, and then the year after that. 3 years I worked on that plan, where the most I had my work New Year's Eve into Christmas. No, sorry, Christmas Eve into Christmas, and all years into New Year's. Cut my way from now, wicked ass spirit. Cut my way from that spirit.
Yeah, I remember coming in, like before coming in truth, and all of a sudden I just started listening gospel music. Well, I tried to read the Bible. Every time I tried to read it, it's like I just closed it. I did like the average fool. I start from Genesis, and I read like 2 verses, and then I just get tired and just close it. Then I started doing too, I started to try to build my vocabulary. So like every time I watch a movie, or I hear somebody say a word I don't know, I write it down and I write out the meaning and try to learn it. You instead of lock up, line with certain people, your crowd, your entourage started small, started get smaller. You know? It's most like paying for the truth.
Another testimony.
Shake off impurities.
Another testimony I had is that I was really searching for the Lord. I was searching hard. I was searching really hard. Even so much so I always say I really so much shame, but it's also to prove. I actually found digging up. I had like we'll keep certain documents and things. And I come across I had a letter where actually at some point in time sent a donation to TBN. And TBN sent back a thank you letter. I said I'll bring it. I was ashamed, but I was saying, but I laugh now. But guess what? I forgot about that. Up until I find the letter, which would have been this in most recent time. But when I learned the name of Yahweh Shimi Shai, I think it was the second day I told you about that. The second day I was praying in that name. Right? I still couldn't pronounce Yahweh proper. Right? I was fumbling with it a little bit because I was trying to remember it. Right? And I say Yahweh Shimi Shai. So wonderful. To me a name and bring it into the truth. And I heard a voice said to me, you sought me diligently and I revealed my name unto you. That's my testimony. You know, that was the seal for me. You understand? That's my testimony. But I have a letter to show that I have a letter now. I not find that letter years after. Hey, you really was searching for the Lord. You understand?
Let's finish bringing this out, right? Right, so I'll just read it over. John 6:63, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
Right, that is what the spirit is. Spirit is the word that is what is life.
John 1:1
come. So yeah, that is
John 1:1 come now.
Also when I bring out when he brought out the precept, try the spirit sometimes you have to try to put some words. You understand? To see if it's the truth, if it's the words that the most high. You understand?
That's why when you read the scripture, you read the repetition. The scripture does lead it and next scripture has lead it. And because what after I broke down what a precept is. Precept is to bring it. You say about it? Precept is to bring it.
together.
Yeah, put together the puzzle.
Yeah, put together the puzzle. That's a bit huh?
Yeah, you use a word there just to spark something, but I forget.
Yeah,
as you say, precept, next thing
precept.
spark.
Precept means to put together. Like a puzzle. You don't read one part, you read here, and
Yeah, that Isaiah 28, 9.
Yeah, should I come together?
Yeah. This is Psalms 119 and 15. I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word.
Yeah, something up here. Like you say, the scripture say, what our biggest is a friend proven verse. Right. It said to try spirit. These are Job 34:3. For the air tried words as the mouth tasted meats. Right. So when you hear something, it's like, alright, makes sense. Or nah. You trying to fuck with this or
yeah,
I ain't do that shit.
Hey, so like they will have men that will talk that sweet talk. But guess what? When it's time now to put it into play, when the situation arises where integrity, you only want to show when you're under pressure. When the situation arises, what you do? You walk away. He didn't keep what he was speaking. So it's just a whole bunch of
like a little testimony. I remember like, the same year I came in the truth. I wasn't actually in the truth yet. I was just, coming and listening. So, everything, what I was saying every time I believe in it. But then, I seen a sign with UFOs on it. So it's like, when UFOs had to do the Bible, I had to hear this. So it's like, you can't tell me UFOs in the Bible. But then when he started breaking down, alright, cool, it just soak in. But it's not like I just say, well, UFOs in the Bible, and I just run with that, you have to prove it. You understand? You have to prove it.
Christians don't do that. Hey. Stuff like this, if somebody tell you there was a in Jamaica, Switzerland, and they're paying $10,000 a day. You gotta get these fine prints and these things, find just the truth. Yeah, it is. Next thing you end up in our bag, but then you fuck you up and take your liver.
Yeah.
Come. You gotta be certain that way you're going in truth.
Let's say a prudent man, I go for foreseeing evil and hide it themselves. You understand? Yeah, prudent needs to be careful. That's wisdom. You don't want to just take anything just so. It's like, like that's the brother that I will watch is like, you get a response. Not necessarily in the truth. You might tell them something like, oh, for real? Yeah. They think. And just by the response, it's like they're thinking that you mama guy in that. But if they go and examine it, they will see, yes, because just their body language is like, yeah, man, you want bullshit, bro. You talking shit. UFOs as much as UFOs and spaceships.
When I came in the truth, right?
In a instance like that, you need ID card and documents.
When I came in the truth, before I get people go onto UFOs and all them things, which is mysteries, right? Which is meat. You had to understand your way first. And just so you had to come to the Deuteronomy. When I heard Deuteronomy 28, I was blown away. When I heard it the first time, I was blown away. I was asking about it. To show it where the Negroes went into slavery and why it was went into slavery.
Yeah, and that should be the first thing you should know because that is like a mortar flame. You hearing that you are an Israelite, you're the Most High chosen, like, you have my attention now, let me hear everything. That's the first thing you should want to hear.
You talk about UFOs, what drew me back in memory? Reincarnation, sealed for me with the reincarnation. That being proved for me, when it was broken out to me, that scripture in Genesis with Abraham, when the Lord said unto Abraham,
everything
literally, that was a drop the mic moment. And it's like, it was the first reader, it was even the second reader. It was the first reader. It's like, let's go, reincarnation in the Bible, let's go to it. And it said, the Lord said unto Abraham, I will surely return unto you anytime I life. I opened up big, my jaw dropped, my thought, and like, what?
That one was to me. After I started getting regeneration, the Bible started doing it. And come together. And then it started making sense to me. Before the Bible, it wasn't making any sense. Until the spirit of understanding came, and the Bible started doing it. When the elders break down regeneration, the Bible started piece itself together. And that was the spirit is. The spirit is doing it on its own. It's not the elders do it enough. The elders just lead me to it. Men just lead me to it. Men must lead you to it. And then it comes together. It's meshed together.
University is not a teacher, it's lecture, right? And you know how to take all the stuff on yourself.
Right. Search it out. See if it's bullshit or not. You know that one, hey, a virgin birth, alright, I run with that. And when somebody come and tell you, I'm breaking up to you. Nah, I don't want to hear that. No, you have to listen and search it out. Don't let's take something and run with it. That's what the Bible is about. They don't believe in the scriptures, don't believe in the people being ignorant. You must search it out, and the scriptures just come together for the spirit to bring it together. Spirit of understanding. You know that? And it will find, but all this is in the wrong place. All they have the spirit in it, but not the spirit on the most side. The spirit on the most side go, first to begin with, the spirit on the most side is deal with, you have to be humble first. And empty a cup. All we learn, just empty it out. It's nonsense. Tell yourself you don't know nothing. And that's hard for Jake to do. In this time, Jake always to be no. When you tell him, hey, you don't know nothing.
I'll renew your mind.
It's a fool. It's not to embarrass you or to insult you. When you is a fool, that's what you is.
I want to be simple.
You have to look at yourself as a fool.
So, you know what? Understanding that we get. Should you have a barbershop? Because, hey, barbershop now, we just go, hey. We just got so many people on a daily basis. But most I had to open your mind, but.
Yeah, cut.
Most I had to open. At that moment, you could get up. Most I said the angel and say, get up.
A man tried to... John 3:27. He tried to get Genesis. I said, yo, you leave that alone. You should be studying who he is right. Then he will get offended because he was brought up by his mother.
Saul see he was a Pharisee of the Pharisee. He was a man in the law. Guess what?
Verse.
He didn't know that Yahushua was the son of God. Only until Yahushua revealed himself unto him. And he said the Spirit taught him. So that is when his eyes was closed to open up after the sea. His eyes was closed to see.
First thing we have to find out is how you is the greatest keeper upon the face of the earth. And how the Most High chose one people. All them together at the time before you could go into Genesis and Revelation. Them is the actual large book there that understand. First understanding law, when you're an Israelite, what you have to do. Them is the things that you have to learn through. You don't try to be the super Bible scholar and then go and say, yeah, I want to know this, I want to know that. No, you should want to know the milk and the scriptures first.
Hey, guess what? When I see growing, the same roots.
God.
The same roots. The same roots. You worry about, don't focus on shooting up. Worry about getting your feet grounded.
And that makes sense because shooting up, when you shoot up and you come into the foliage, you should talk about having fruit.
Now he was saying he had no root in himself.
Right, yeah, the root in himself. The parable about sowing seed onto the stony places, right? But hey, when you have full branches and what that, you have fruit coming forth, right? You would get them fruit when you reach a maturity. That's what big men, you see, men that get offended. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yashai Brakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yashai Brakatah.
Men that get offended when you tell them, hey, you don't know nothing.
in that system. Trust me, go home. You know what I mean? I beg for the shoot, yo, I beg for the shoot, and how I get the shoot into it. I got in them, you know what I mean? And then I was proud. I was humble. And listen,
Just say why is earth and ash move?
He was a younger brother than me. He was a younger man than me. I was going to take like a little check. And then when I get to understand first, forward and how we the greatest teacher upon you and God will love everybody. And these things, right? You know, these things that I learned first and understand. So when you go into Genesis now, all the tools to understand what Genesis is talking about.
I can say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Scripture says precept upon precept. So now, when you go in, like you learning these building up, as you said, by the time you go to Genesis, all the other precepts that have been gathering all the time, making it easier for you to accept Genesis, to understand it. Understand? Instead of just trying to go into the deep water all the time. Guess what?
Learn to swim in the shallow.
All the ammunition that have been gathering all the time that make it easier for you to understand.
That's the tread water.
Can.
Let's go along. If it's going up a stairs and you miss a step, you want to come back to that step because somewhere above something you end up.
Yeah, so like what make a good mathematician? A good mathematician. Foundation. You know the foundation of the formulas, right? Because you can have a big question, why question? For example, yeah, this he bugged out now. This table is Trevor Sears. Trevor Sears still said he could cure
Ebola?
But everybody just watch him as a madman because there's actions. But he can cure Ebola, you know why? When he broke down Ebola, I think it's a hemorrhagic something. Yeah, it causes him to bleed, hemorrhage, bleed through his skin. He broke down, he literally broke down the different effects of having Ebola, right? If you treat each one of the effects with the different herbs, you can cure it. So the scripture said the Most High created medicines out of the earth, right? It's the same thing with maths. You might have a big equation, where you deal with each part of the equation, right? This one might be subject of the formula, this one might be commutative, this one might be whatever it may be. You deal with it, you'll come back down, but you have to know the foundation. You have to know the foundation. You have to know the foundation to recognize the foundation, to know how to deal with the situation, right? So if you don't know it, you can't work towards a solution, right? So it is very important that you build your foundation, right?
But a strong one too.
Yeah, the foundation is your house, easy rock, right? He's the chief cornerstone, so like your Peter is a rock, right? Peter believed, Peter had faith. Peter had faith, right? And Peter was also taught the Spirit. Because what he said, when he asked him, who do men say I am? And he asked Peter, who do you say I am? He said, you are the Son of the Most High. He had faith. He said, flesh and blood is revealed unto you. Right? But my Father in heaven. You understand? He had faith. Faith is the presence of things hoped for, but the absence of things not seen. Right? He had to be the man that was prophesied about. That what Peter was saying in his mind. This is the man that was prophesied to come. This is the Savior of all Israel. You understand? This is he. This is the man that told me, come after me and you'll be a fisher of men. Right? This is the man that filled my nets. You understand? That is faith. You understand? All good gifts come from your house, but she may have shout. Or the Father come down. You understand? And hey, faith is a gift. That's what the scripture says.
Yep.
Faith is a gift.
And not of yourself, but it's a gift.
In Jude chapter 1 verse 20. It says, but ye beloved, building up yourself on your most holy faith, praying in the Holy Spirit. Now when he says building up in your most holy faith, the scripture says God gave each man a measure of faith. So now, when you pray for faith, some men expect like, all right, I pray for faith, and I just get paid like whoosh. Guess what? The Most High put you in circumstances to exercise your faith. And then when He take you out of the situation, that's gonna increase your faith. Because you realize the Lord there for you. Alright, when the Lord said in Ezekiel, He said, I am for you. Alright? He said, I am for you. Just like when you might pray for the Lord to increase His fear in you. Alright? Or, yeah, you fear the Lord to increase that in you. Alright? You might think that the Most High is going to put you fear so it's going to tremble. But guess what? The Most High put the fear in Israel when Israel saw the plagues and the destruction of the Egyptians. And that is how this verse said, all Israel shall hear and fear. So the Most High might do something for you, for His fear and you to increase. Your own wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, guess what? It ain't gonna come from just lying back. You apply self to learn, and the Most High gonna make it that you gonna retain that knowledge and you're gonna understand it. But you gotta apply yourself.
Yep.
It don't just come just by sitting back. It comes by work.
Back to the truth.
Good.
Romans chapter 5 verse I read from 1. It says, therefore being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace, wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High. Not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
Yeah, you want patience, guess what? You can't get hell. You can't get hell. And then that actually going to make you be patient. Well,
it says, and patience, experience.
Well,
and experience, hope.
And that's what we're going to build your hope. And then we're going to increase in faith. Because your experiences, the Lord increase your faith. And this brother here, name is Amawan. The one who in the camera is Calab. And this Amawan is Calab. But it's two different ways of saying faithful. You might say, let me go, we'll be faithful like these men. But guess what? The Most High gonna put you in hell and then take you out and he say, yeah, Lord, you know you have a back. So when you're in that position again, guess what? You ain't gonna fret. You're gonna be patient until the Lord rise you up. Alright, you're gonna be patient, and that is actually your faith increasing. That is actually the Most High answering your prayer of an increase in faith. Alright?
Says, and hope make it not ashamed. Because when that hope build up in you, you shame to come outside there.
Can't.
You see what see. I hope you hope in Christ. So whoever see, I don't matter. Whoever talk shit, want to kill me as well. Because I believe that one day I'm going to be with my Lord and Savior. It says, and hope make it not ashamed.
Yep.
Because the love of the Most High shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us.
Hey, who give me that spirit to come out here and stand up on the street? Boldly in front of these people.
Hey, Salakia, let me end for the camera, yeah? Got you on today.
Come.
Right? So we give our praises to Yahweh.
Basham Yahushai, Basham Rokakodash.
If Dublin is the apostles of great men do not do well, salutations to the men of the hope and sincere elect. Trinidad Camp 2018, the year of prophecies. Alright, in that America, the black women, that to Esau. Alright? That to all you other nations. Alright? Don't forget. Family Shala.
Niggas that follow these nigga women.
Come.
Try and get some fucking ball. And you stop the little women pull you by your fucking neck.
Come.
Stand up on your fucking own, yo. You're bashing your shine.
Come.
Shalom. Shalom. All the brothers.